Don't look at me. Are you asking me to put out a hit? Because I know people in Colorado prisons.
What the Can you say execution?
Jesus Christ, dude.
No wonder you kept getting caught.
I said I was a career criminal. I didn't say I was good at it.
Say hi to Eli. He's racially ambiguous. And Brandon, his hair is fucking fabulous. And Donut, a dark joke disposition. And there's a fat electrician. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
What is up, everyone? I have so much to say. We got a couple updates. The fitness challenge. That's what everyone's here for first, right? For the next couple of weeks, we are going to be getting all the numbers, checking everything, and then starting a voting process for the, hey, who is motivational and all that stuff. I cannot stress how proud we are of each and every one of you that participated in this. And if you didn't participate and you just helped and motivated people, fucking awesome. And I want to see this continue. Everyone just kicking ass, taking names, holding each other accountable, and pushing through. Awesome job, each and every one of you. Also, quick ticket update. San Antonio and Orlando are around the corner, so make sure you snag those up. Come out, have a blast. We are really looking forward to meeting all of you, and we can't wait to meet as many of you as we can. And something else to keep an eye open for, we have finally hit the point in the shoes, foot apparel business that pretty much once you order, the shoes are landing. Which shoes is that going to be? The ones we've been promising you for a long time. The jump out side zips. And if you want detail, it is down to, hey, the U goes down and cuts across. Specifically for that. And these zippers reinforced for that. Also the nice like felt interior so you don't feel it. And plus, these are still about a month out, but we have finalized it. That is the purpose of this message. The Unsub side zip duty boot, reinforced heel, reinforced stitching, thicker sole, and we added leather all the way up to reinforce the laces. All of the new ones are coming with 550 cord and regular laces. And we back that up with a lifetime warranty. Keep watching and looking out for the fitness updates. We promise you in the next couple of weeks, we will be releasing the winners and the information behind that. Go buy your tickets now. Come hang out. Everyone enjoy the episode. We love you. Keep kicking ass and taking names. Just a really quick insert. Quick writing update. I'm so freaking proud. I know you all will love this. Raiden just created his first video shot for shot with VFX of Terminator 2. He taught himself every aspect of that. It is his Raiden Quota's YouTube channel. I'll just put a quick link somewhere here. If you can go check it out, go give it a quick watch, give it some comments. He was so stoked to upload this and show y'all. It's seeing these new emotions I've never seen him do, and it's all thanks to the support y'all been given. I am just so proud of my kiddo and what he is accomplishing. It's just a proud dad moment. Holy moly.
Hola, everybody.
Hola. Okay,
Hola.
everyone ready for the countdown?
3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
Sorry.
Thunder rolls.
Sorry,
Sorry.
God.
He does not want this episode to happen.
This episode is a crime against God.
I know. Jesus doesn't want us to talk. Just thunder.
God loves you so much, he said, don't talk to the police, even though after you're all done with this shit.
ACAB.
I don't answer questions.
I don't answer
I
questions.
don't answer questions.
Oh my God.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Unsubscribe podcast. I'm joined today by Eli Doubletap, Angry Cops. Rich, I missed you, by the way. JD Delay, myself, Donut Operator. Thank you guys so much for being here.
What's up, bitches? We're back at it again. Everyone got a break. No, you didn't, but you love this.
Yeah.
Like we're rolling right into the second one. We're trying to stagger them. And then I'm super stoked for this one just because I have two men of the law and our boy, JD.
I'm nestled in between law enforcement officers right now.
That boy.
What are we at? 58 felonies?
Yes.
Okay.
Last time I was this close to 2 cops, I had a sore asshole for weeks.
I thought the last time you were this close to cops, you had to call me up on the phone and ask me for a favor.
Oh, that was wonderful, by the way. Thank you so much. I didn't know you were a poetic, prolific writer.
I was an English major. I was going to be an English teacher before I was a cop.
Well, that explains it. Holy shit, man. Should we
We're
proliferate
going to go
on
back
this?
to that. What? I think everyone in the audience was like, huh?
Yeah.
Rich, is that why we get along so well?
We were both men of
both-
literature.
Like, yeah, like writers
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Did you go to college for writing too?
No, I wrote like 500 law enforcement articles before I got into the YouTube thing. I know, Rich, you did that too?
I didn't write like 500 articles, but I was an English education major, and I had to write a lot.
We're good at telling stories, buddy.
That's true. That's
Is
one of
that-
the
is that
reasons why I
we
became
get-
an English major, is because I got back home from Iraq and I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, I know I got to go to college for something. And I was like, well, I'm not good at math, even though I enjoy it. I go, but I am really good at bullshitting, which is what English is. If you can say the sky is purple, black, and green all at the same time. You just have to wax on poetically of why you feel that way. And then you're right.
It's beautiful.
Math is, 1 + 1 = 2. English is I say whatever it is and how I feel, and you can bullshit.
Damn.
And knowing how to use a semicolon. People don't know how to use a semicolon.
Yeah,
It's not that hard. They all think it's about.
A semicolon is a super comma.
Yes, it is it's just a longer pause.
Yeah. Is that, maybe we didn't know this. Is that how we get along so well? Maybe we kind of on the same vocation. Like,
We were both meant to be entertainers on the internet, but we became cops first.
I didn't even know how to use a semicolon.
I don't know how to use your colon. Come on. Yeah, right?
You beat me to the colon joke.
I'm learning so much right now about my friends.
I'm good at beating felons to things. Hey, beating felons. Beating.
I'm a little too light-skinned for all that, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. They're getting pretty dark right there.
Ew.
There's some dark spots
Shoot
on
him
them.
right in the blackout tattoo.
I'm excited for this episode. This is why. Well, that slight tangent they went on about.
English education.
Yeah, I love it. What the fuck? We'll just get that out of the way now. How many years of college did you do?
3.5. I only
You
had
didn't finish it.
I had one semester left, and it was going to be my student teaching, and I think one other easy course. And I got picked up by the Buffalo Police Department, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to come in tomorrow and swear in?" And I was like, "Sounds good." And that was it. My buddy was a math teacher, and then he became a Buffalo cop, and was a Buffalo cop for years, and he was a jump out boy. And he was like, "Rich, you get back home, you should just try it out. If you don't like it, just go back to teaching." And I was like, "Okay." And then I loved it.
No shit.
Nobody ever invites me to get paid to shoot minorities. What the fuck?
You can do it for free.
wait, Rich, you got into policing because you're like, yeah, I guess I'll try it out.
My buddy said I would have fun with it, and I was like, it sounds like fun. Like, everybody's watched cops and saw foot chases. I was like, that sounds like cool,
That's why I got into policing.
Just because it sounded fun.
Yeah, I just needed a job, and like my grandpa did it, and so I got into policing.
Yeah, my buddy told me it would be fun. And I had another buddy that was in a small. So one of my friends was in Buffalo in the city, and my other buddy was in a town adjoining. And he was like, "Yeah, this is great. This is great. It's kind of fun. You should really enjoy it. It's like a mini deployment every day. You wear a vest, you get a gun, you get to go chase bad guys. You can get foot chases, you can get car chases. It's great." And I was
Dude,
like,
that's weird. We're like really good friends now and have been for the past decade.
we're men. We don't talk about deep shit unless we're forced to. Otherwise, it's all about like, our wives' breasts and butt sizes.
Yeah.
This is true. Bro, we've never talked about that before. I got into policing because it was, just the thing to do at the time. I needed a job. So I didn't know that you were the same way. And also that you're kind of a writer. That's cool as shit, man.
Yeah.
No shit.
Damn.
You as a teacher, dear God, that would have been a blast and also could have been terrifying.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a mix of those things. I feel like that's an appropriate, amalgamation of like me being an instructor.
Mr. High.
What? Raise your hand all the way. Stop being such a coward, Quavis.
Poor kids.
Yes. Why are you sitting next to the white women? No.
Oh,
No shit. So
Jessica's pregnant already. You breathed on her. Go back to your roach-infested friend's home.
well, shit. And you never were like, hey, I'm going to go back and finish this, though?
No. I got in a fist fight with a dude that was hammered, that stuck up, or that ran from a cab. And I was just like, this is the best job ever. Fist fights are fun. People forget that.
They're kind of cool.
You went real. You started blowing out every.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you
I
got
guess.
boisterous.
No,
So
you're
I'm
good.
blowing.
So I'm blowing it out right now.
Wait, go talk.
I just started talking like this, and it was
Okay, so we're good now.
JD, blah blah blah.
There,
All right,
see?
cool.
I got it. I was like, oh, we gotta fine tune that one really quick.
Whoop.
There.
Can you not do it midway?
No, because it's 32-bit float. So once it's like going, it is
Already over
you're-
my head. Thank you, though.
It locks it in.
Yep.
And you can't change it. Once it's recording, you have to stop it, readjust, then come back, do a quick clap, and now we're good. Ding.
Mulligan, start over.
No, that's perfect. No, it's all
Hi,
good.
everybody.
That's all that's
Welcome to the
usable.
Unsubscribed podcast. I'm Donut Operator.
I'm JD Vance. Drink,
Pump the
Different
brakes real
JD.
quick.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very different JD.
Yeah.
And then we got, dude, Cody, I didn't know you wrote that many articles.
Yeah, I wrote several hundred articles before I started, or I left policing and I wrote several hundred articles, and that's when I started getting into the whole police YouTube thing because I knew how to tell a story. And I did that for a minute. I wrote for a defunct company called Blue Lives Matter, and I wrote a couple hundred articles for them. And that's what led up to like the breaking down police footage.
No shit.
Yeah.
Because I remember you doing your first one, and that's when you were like, oh, this does way better than me playing Minecraft.
Yeah. Way better than playing like CS:GO or Minecraft or stuff like that. I just took what I learned from policing, and I was a good storyteller, and that's how I started the whole donut operator thing.
What changed since then? Content's been garbage. No, I'm kidding.
We talked about this on the last one. It might be out of order, but the live shows, since you were saying maybe for the 2, we asked Rich, remember on Des Moines, we have the possibility of doing 2 shows.
Oh yeah, in one night.
Yes. And it was like, hey, we'll ask Cody. And we were talking about it. Brandon was like, I was surprised Cody said, let's sleep on it. Nick said the same. He was like, well, he said yes.
Yeah, I don't think I let him finish. No, he was like, "What do you think?" And I just started laughing hysterically. I was like, "What do you fucking think?" And it was, of course.
Yeah, Richard's gonna go all day long on 2 shows in one night.
I told him
we know he's gonna do it.
in between the shows, I'm just gonna hand out shots to people so they can catch up to our level.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go out there and be like, "You need to catch up." Here you
Everyone
go.
get drunk.
Yep. Here's a weed brownie or whatever nicotine you choose. Yeah. Just start handing stuff out. Here's 5 Zids. Put them in now. We're going.
I got nicotine poisoning.
JD, how you been doing, man?
I've been
you've
great,
been here for
man.
2 nights in a row now.
Oh, yeah. No, I love Texas, though.
Yeah.
I love
It's
Texas.
a good spot.
Yeah, dude. Like, so, I lived in Florida, and Florida is a great state. The weather is great. The politics are a little more conducive to how I like to live. There's constantly adventure. You might get killed by something at any given moment. Now I live a peaceful, boring life in Oregon. But I get to be with my parents, and they're not going to be here that much longer. So I'm stoked on that. But coming to Texas is
Stoked on
kick-ass,
being
man.
near your parents.
What's
Yes.
that?
Stoked on being near your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not stoked that they're not going to be here. For
No.
That was like, I'm gonna.
Stoked on spending the rest of the remaining time with them and all of that. But
I was like, are you planning another felony?
no.
Like, they're not going to be here for long. I can guarantee it.
JD's like, damn
That
it.
sounded bad. That sounded. Hold on. Mulligan, redo. So
I love my parents.
I'm not
Hope
subscribed.
nothing
I'm
bad
donut
happens.
operator. But yeah, no, I love Texas, man. I would like to move out here. I really dig it out here. Maybe get a spot out here in the future. Because this is a cool state, man. And I keep I've barely been in public, but even just walking through every time I walk through the hotel, somebody's like, bro, it's you. So I feel like Texas has love for me, which is cool.
We have so many people that live here now. Nico just moved down.
Did he?
Yeah, Nico lives here now. He's like 20 minutes from here.
Nico Ortiz.
Yep.
No shit.
Well, that's rad. We got Tectone.
Tectone. Oh yeah, Tectone
he's
just
moving
moved
down.
Really?
Yeah. We got a whole group of boys moving there now.
I could
It's
quickly
only-
get
only-
arrested for stalking Asmongold. I feel
he
like
down here
that'd be
too?
cool.
Aspon?
Yeah.
Nah, he's still in Austin.
Oh,
Close
that's
enough.
still an hour away,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Well, it's really cool because it's like you build a good community. You build a good group of boys, and suddenly people want to hang around you and just make themselves better people too.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's like it's their destiny.
Oh God, Piker.
I like he drank from that.
That's all I got to say about our future plans. I don't know. Everybody else got so excited.
Yeah.
Cody, do you want better sex?
I love better sex.
Do you want to start having better sex immediately?
Can our new sponsor, Adam and Eve, help us with that?
That's right. Dump your girlfriend's. You want better sex? Start over.
Who needs a real person? The best way to get started is head on over to adamandeve.com right now.
This website's so great. Adam and Eve is offering 50% off just about any item. Cody, look what I got for 50% off.
Whoa!
Wanna f them?
Just like all Adam and Eve orders, does it include free shipping and rush processing?
Cody, can I see you with these tits on?
Don't want your neighbors to see that you're getting the Gapinator 10,000? They offer discreet shipping.
My tits are lopsided.
They're a little wonky, buddy.
Cody, did you see this toy I ordered? It's called the Green Goblin.
Was it sent discreetly for free and fast?
It was. And then my neighbors judged me because I opened it on the front lawn. Cody, don't wait. Better sex is just a click away.
Lick me, daddy. So how do we get 50% off that one item with free shipping and rush processing?
Just head over to adamandeve.com, pick out a single toy or anything you desire, and then just enter code UNSUB at checkout.
Code UNSUB, UNSUB?
Dude, why is that so weird? Like when you say it.
It doesn't sound right.
No. Yes, that's right. Unsub. That's UNSUB over at adamandeve.com.
This is a specific offer for this podcast, so be sure to use the code UNSUB
To get your discount.
to get your discount.
Spice up the bedroom by bringing more pleasure and satisfaction to it. Wish I could satisfy my partner.
I'm sorry.
Can you teach me?
Adam and Eve can.
Cody f***ed me. I love that everyone does move here because we don't protect any secrets. We try to help each other as much as possible in every aspect of the business of social media. It's, hey, have you tried this? Hey, you should do this instead. Hey, can you collab? Hey, do you want to be on this video? Everyone just lifts each other up, which is extremely rare in the business world and then the content world. A lot of people are like, nope. Fuck off. This is mine.
Yep.
You're not learning any of this shit.
Well, that's how like early YouTube was as well. I talk about this on my stream sometimes. Like early YouTube, they would say, I don't want to collab with you because you're going to steal my audience. Like you're going to take my fans from me if you're doing content with me. And we just try to push each other up.
Yeah.
Here in our little group that we have here.
Meat Canyon. I didn't know he was a Freddie Wong. He used to watch Freddie back in the day. So we were
Hunter did?
Yeah, dude, Hunter loves Freddie. So we were watching his video last night and he brought up Freddie. I was like, huh? Text Hunter. I was like, wait, do you like Freddie Wong? He's like, oh man, he's a goat. I was like, oh, you know him? He's like, no. Like, do you want to meet him? Freddie actually loves going to Vegas. Actually, we should all go to Vegas together because those two would have a fucking blast.
Oh yeah, Hunter gambling.
Yeah, with Freddie gambling.
Isn't Freddie like a really good gambler?
Yeah,
I know Hunter is.
I know
And
Hunter's
Freddie's
And Hunter makes his fucking voices and shit. I would just love to be there.
Motherfucker.
I just want to sit on the blackjack table with them and just be like, pump up the fucking lady that's dealing while Hunter tears her down and does his voices. And then Freddie's just like sitting there card counting.
Carolyn, you're killing me. Come on. When he's yelling at those Asians.
Jesus Christ, dude. Because me and Brandon went up there a couple weeks ago to Vegas to put the range day stuff together, and we didn't know Hunter was in town, and Hunter just happened to be at the hotel that we were staying at. So Hunter comes down on the floor. He's doing that. He's at the blackjack table like, come on. We're just like yelling at the blackjack dealers and stuff. He's the best person to gamble with. It's amazing.
He's just fun to be around.
Yeah, he's such a fucking cool dude.
Hyper talented. Yeah. People are just finding out that her Papa Meat is Meat Canyon. Sav was telling me there was a whole trend of people. Some girl went viral. She's like, "Oh my God, I was today years old learning that Papa Meat and Meat Canyon are the same person."
I just
Are
found
they
that
doing
out right
the-
now.
the Joji
when
thing?
you said it with your mouth, that's when I found that out. Holy fuck. Okay. That makes so much sense.
No wonder you kept getting caught.
I said I was a career criminal. I didn't say I was a good one. Fuck.
That seriously makes me think of the Joji thing. It's like, wait, Joji and Pink Guy are the same person? Yeah, they've always been the same person.
Has he come out with a new album anytime
I don't
recently?
know.
He had
I
that
don't
one
think
where
so.
he was like running on the train, the music video where he was like running on the train going through.
I haven't seen that one.
It was for one of his more recent songs. It's probably like 8 years old now, but he had a really good album. His last album, I think it was his last album.
That was one I did not know. Like, I think you told me Joji and the Pink Guy were the same person.
Yeah, dude, he's a YouTube OG.
And he's one of the few that transitioned into a successful career in music. Like, fully.
Yeah.
He's crushing the music scene, or did. I don't know if he still does.
He has to. Yeah. I mean, I would still go to his shows. He's phenomenal. Who's the guy that does the song like, "Please don't bring me down"? I forget his name. He used to have the bowl cut and be in like the 90s.
Oliver Tree.
Oliver Tree. Went to one of his shows. Awesome.
You went to an Oliver Tree show?
Yeah, he was in Pittsburgh last year.
Oh, that's a dude I would love to go see.
Great
It was
concert.
cool as fuck.
Great concert.
Nice, man. He came out of nowhere too. Because he was kind of with that LA crowd, like the Joji scene. So that's really cool that he blew up.
You guys know all the OG YouTube lore, which is cool because I accidentally fell into YouTube. And so like I have like very little idea most of the people you're talking about. But when we're talking about musicians who came up off of YouTube, fucking Alex Terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex.
Love Alex.
He came off of YouTube?
Yeah. He was
Wait,
a
what?
YouTuber first.
Really?
Yeah. Didn't he start
You're
out
talking
just
about
doing
Slaughter to Prevail, Alex.
Yeah,
right?
he just started out doing covers, vocal covers on YouTube before
We didn't
he
talk
actually
about
had the
this.
band.
Yeah, I'm friends with him too.
Are you?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He
He's
sends
fucking
me his
great.
masks.
Yeah, we have
Oh,
one.
that's sick, dude. I love him, man. He's cool.
know where
I actually
to find
literally
it.
had a fangirl moment when he followed me back on Insta. I was like my wife was like, "You're acting like a little girl," and I'm like, "I know."
Yeah,
fine.
all of his masks are in the background on my YouTube videos.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah.
I love that dude.
Oh, that's
bro. Like,
cool. Oh,
that
we-
dude lore maxes. I feel like he's just on every side quest, bro. Like the bare knuckle boxing, wrestling
Holy
bears,
shit,
raising
his bare knuckle
bears.
boxing.
That
Fuck
damage.
me.
Oh my God.
Oh
his
yeah,
face
the
off
last
that
fight he
last
got
one.
into.
Oh man,
Where his
see how
nose was pressed in.
He cracked his
such a
orbital
G
nose.
about it though.
So if you guys don't know who Alex the Terrible is, he's the lead singer of Slaughter to Prevail, and he's a gnarly dude, and he does side quests like Eli was saying. He does bare knuckle boxing now, and God, that last fight he got in was gnarly, man.
Yeah,
Dude, he
and
broke
was
his
so
orbital, his, what all did he fucking crack? I mean,
God, that boy
Yeah.
swole.
yeah, that shit was
Look at
bad.
those lumps.
Yeah, he had like brain swelling, like
Yeah.
all sorts of nasty shit going
But
on.
just immediately hugged the dude that he just got womped by. You know what I'm saying? He put
That's
up
what
a
happens
good
when you
ass
have
fight,
CTE
dude.
and you can't think good.
and then he fights bears. He does
Yeah. Wrestles full grown ass bears, bro. He's raising right now. He's like rehabilitating and raising baby bears right now, dog.
What breed of bear?
A Russian.
Russian bear.
I don't know.
I don't
Big
know.
giant Serbian like bears,
Yeah.
like they're nasty as fuck.
Yeah, and they're like just like chewing on his nose and shit in his Insta videos as they purr
laughing
and shit,
about
and
it.
he's just laughing.
No, he's cool as fuck. Like I hit him up a couple years ago and I was like, hey man, I like your music. Like I listen to it in the gym because it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
exactly why you probably wear it, you gnarly motherfucker. But he hit me back and he was like, hey, can I send you some of my masks? And I was like, yeah, dude, just that would be amazing. And he's just a really cool guy.
Yeah, super humble, super chill. Like his mask. Do you hear what happened to his mask factory?
No.
So
There's a
like
mask factory?
Yeah, so he has he has this business where he makes these masks, the Slaughter to Prevail masks, and it's out there in Russia and in like a little village and shit. and the roof caved in and collapsed one of the walls. So his whole production for his mask company, is just trashed right now. So he was like, he had so many people supporting him by ordering masks, and he had to come out and go, hey, I turned off the orders. I'm sorry. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me, but I don't want to like have this be a thing where I can't get them to you in a timely fashion. Thank you for the support and everything. Cause he's just that dude, man.
Yeah. He seems like a awesome guy. And also he loves Berserk. He sent me one of his Berserk masks that I still need to give you.
No, you gave it to me.
Oh, I gave you the Berserk mask?
I think so. It's the black one.
Yeah,
with
the
white.
yeah.
Yep. 100%. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I love the new album too. He's got that song, "Lift That Shit, Do Not Be a F," and you're just do not be F.
Like I said, that's my gym.
That's the gym shit, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
That's his gym shit
It's like,
too.
if I don't deadlift this, I'm gay. And
Yeah.
I'm listening to him just fucking blare in the background. Yeah.
I listen to EDM when I work out. Like I like to dance in between lifts.
I've
could
got
see
the
you
mental
doing
image of
that,
that,
Rich.
and it moved a little bit to the left when you said that. Just saying.
I'm all about his motivational speeches the entire time I lift. I'm like, yeah, it has some Interstellar soundtrack with just people telling me I'm a piece of shit and I need to do better. I'm like, oh yeah, I am.
Roll your eyes. I did CrossFit for a while and I liked it, right? It was a good time, but it was like a really positive atmosphere. And so the coaches there, when you're like doing like the annual competitions and stuff like that, they're like motivating you. And because it's, a positive community, they're like, come on, Rich, one more, you can do it. And I told my one coach, Lindsay, who's a gangster, I was like, Lindsay, don't ever give me positive affirmations when I'm lifting. I go, the one thing I want you to say is nobody cares that you're tired. Tell me that. Tell me nobody cares that you're tired. Tell me don't be a bitch. I go, say stuff like that. Just nobody cares. Just say nobody cares that you're tired.
Everyone else is finished.
Yeah, everybody else is gonna beat you. You're better than this. Stop half-assing. I go, don't be like, you can do it. I go, I hate that shit. It doesn't motivate me at all. It makes me feel like what I'm doing is enough, and that's not it. Tell me that I suck. Be like, you do better. Then we're good. She's like, I'll try.
So
You're ugly. What the fuck?
yeah, so I'm ugly. I need my muscles to look gooder. When I got out of prison, one of the first jobs that I got was being a personal trainer at Gold's Gym, right? And I was training people that wanted to do bodybuilding competitions. One of the people was a couple, and they were doing the 50 and over, right? And they were super nice people, but the lady needed positive affirmation. And I, for some reason, just decided that wasn't going to work for the dude. So I rode this dude so hard, bro. I rode him like it was a Diddy party hard. I'd be like standing over him going, this is why your wife doesn't look at you anymore. Lift that shit. What the fuck is wrong? You're pathetic. You're not a man. But he'd do it, bro. And
His shorts got shorter.
They both took the comp, bro. They both ended up with gold for the over 50
No shit.
category.
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
And I was so proud of them both. They were badass for that.
A lot of the times, all it takes is that. Just call them a piece of shit or tell them they're not doing it. I had one client, he would not listen. And he came in, he was overweight by 2 pounds of where he was supposed to be. Or no, 4 pounds. And I remember he got off the scale. He's like, oh, you know what? That stuff happens. I was like, I'm going to fire you as my client. I'm letting you know that. I'm not going to have you walk around and say, who trained you? Oh, Eli trained you. It's like, fuck off. This is going to be the last 3 sessions once this runs out, unless you make changes. No, I'm not joking. I was like, you just fuck off. You don't follow any of the meal plans. You do jack and shit. Barely push yourself in here. So after this, we'll just knock out the sessions. We'll get through it. That dude, next like 2 gym sessions, wouldn't talk to me. He'd just be like, feelings were hurt. Month later, he's down 20 pounds. I was like, holy shit. He's like, that pissed me off. Thank you, but holy shit.
Yeah. Bro,
Pissed me the fuck
Dude,
off.
spite is a hell of a motivator.
He's like, I'm shit. Oh, fuck you. I'll show you. It is so cool to get paid to talk bad to people. Like, if I could do that, it's like, I feel like it's like, if you're a personal trainer
And a drill
or
sergeant.
you're a drill instructor, those are the 2 occupations where you could just get paid to just thoroughly degrade and debase people, like on the most savage level, and it's totally acceptable. Anywhere else, you're like a fucking bully.
Yeah.
I just call it giving them their daily dose of reality. I don't see why you have to put such a negative spin on it.
Okay, so but what is the end result when you bully people? You make them better.
Or they kill themselves.
Thinning the herd.
Then they're
Thinning
fucking.
herd.
Then they are a
Yeah,
Then you're just standing over his dead body.
I told you.
Oh, weren't you your feelings? You just like resuscitate him so he comes back. Get up, we're PTing.
Yeah. Look, you failed at that also.
You can't
back
even
in
die
line.
right. Get up.
Oh, that's a heavy part that I take into my working out too, where I'm like, my family's gonna die if I don't lift this right now.
I have to go
But
harder.
that came from like being in the military and like doing the police stuff. It's like you're a fucking if you don't do this right now, which I'm happy that happened. I didn't fucking myself.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Well, you're here. Hey, look at this. Harry's razors. Most razors suck. Either you get razor burn no matter how you shave, and or it's $3 when you first buy it, and then it's $80 for each additional blade you buy. You know what you're doing, razor companies? That's where Harry's comes in, because they come in at half the price than their premium competitors. Also, it has the fine German engineering. This is the worst German accent one has ever heard. During manufacturing, they measure the blades by microns. That means it reduces the itch or the razor burn. Also, the travel pack is really nice because that is genius. German engineering, guys. And you get a nice foaming shave gel. It has aloe in it if you have sensitive skin. And Harry's doesn't make just razors. They make a plethora of men's grooming products. Oh yeah. I used a big word. For a limited time, our listeners get a Harry's trial set for $8 plus a free gift. Just head over to harrys.com/unsub to receive our exclusive discount. And after your purchase, they're gonna ask you how you heard about them. Tell them the Unsub army showed up. So get that nice clean cut today.
I got to do the drill sergeant stuff in a week. And so I'm running because I don't run a lot. You know, I'll do some sprints. You know, running's not my bag. I like lifting heavy things. So I know I'm going to have to train privates and we're going to do PT and I'm going to run with them. It is what it is. So I've been running more and more, especially this month. And I just write notes to myself on the fridge. And it's literally, don't be fat. Don't be a shitty drill sergeant. And then my wife will be like, why are you writing that on the wall? Like, why do you keep like focusing on like, I got to go to the gym today. I got to go to the gym tomorrow. I got to run tomorrow. I'm like, because nobody respects a fat drill sergeant. Nobody's going to be like, oh, I'm afraid of that guy. Is like, you know, when I'm running 1 mile. I will say this though. I have like dry heaved while I've run with privates and like spit up a little bit. And I'm like, whoa, there's a demon sound. Because then you get like that natural high because all of your endorphins just went flushing as you vomited. Like I've done that before and I've motivated some troops where they're like seeing me like, and then I just keep going. And they're like,
He is a god.
he kept going even though he vomited and he's still screaming.
He didn't stop any of it either.
I don't want to fuck with him.
Did you look them in the face and vomit? While you're looking at them.
Don't look at me. Just
Don't look at me.
as I'm staring through them, like I can't look away, drill sergeant.
He's a monster. What the fuck?
I saw the fluids come out.
I feel like, can we run like political campaigns like a drill sergeant or a personal trainer just thoroughly berating the other person and degrading, just bullying the ever-loving dog shit out of them? Like, if it's a bitch like Tony, could we do it?
Have you met Brandon Herrera?
Yeah, you know what? I'm so fucking proud of him for jumping back in, bro. It is about time a YouTuber ended up in an actual position of power, and there's no one I would want to see besides him, because we've had someone else attempt before, and I mean multiple times. Like, she just got a train ran on her with her failures. You might know her.
Oh, Laura Loomer.
Laura Loomer.
Yeah, she's a
that's
failure.
right. Yeah.
She's very bad at her job.
And life in general.
Yeah.
She's bad at being a person. She doesn't look like one.
She made fun of a Medal of Honor recipient. I don't know if you knew that. She talked shit about a Medal of Honor recipient on the internet. I did not enjoy that.
Has she served our country?
I think she serviced a lot of men. that run our country.
You know, it's funny
with
because
her mouth.
I actually saw, I was looking through Hunter Biden's laptop and I saw pictures of her actually pegging Tony Gonzalez in a gay bathhouse, I believe.
Did you know that Tony Gonzalez moans when he wipes? At least people have said this, and he won't address the allegations.
I've heard that as well. So, I mean, I haven't actually witnessed it, but you know, when multiple people are saying something, it does grant clearance.
There is a ring of truth in it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
there's an O-ring of
He
truth
eats
in that.
corn the wrong way.
The long way.
With his butt?
He eats bananas for the shape, not the taste.
Yeah, dude.
Did you know that Tony likes to have hot dog tasting competitions, and he judges them all on mouthfeel?
For those of you at home,
that's-
we're insinuating that he's a homosexual.
Yes, he loves The Simpsons.
He eats Snicker bars upside down just for the veiny.
so you can feel the vein on his tongue. Yeah.
Oh, I hate that way more.
I just like the
Licking
texture.
the veiny side.
He's like, oh, this is so much better than a Choco Taco. Get it? Because a taco is
Taco,
like a vagina.
yeah.
Okay.
That was good.
I just picture him opening the Snickers, turning upside down, but
Oh, the veiny.
that's the good side.
the good side. That's the good side.
Why are you
there.
licking? It's not ice cream.
Go back in your bedroom, son. Don't look at Daddy when he eats his delicious treats.
I'm curious what he's going to use against Brandon the next time.
I don't.
Because he tried that veteran shit, which was fucking hysterical. Because you and I and Brandon had just left a panel
Yes.
where we were talking to people how like to talk to your buddies and how to not
Suicide prevention.
commit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prevention panel, and then hey, this is how we talk, or this is, as Cody says, it's reaching out. Call your homies. Have those conversations. And then immediately Brandon had that joke because he opened for it, and he didn't say the joke, and I told him, hey, you should tell the joke to the podcast though, because I found it fucking hilarious. And then that one clip is
Because it was we were sitting there and I talked about it last night. It was at SHOT Show.
Yep.
Right. And Meat Canyon was with us on that podcast.
Yep.
And everyone, like, we all told Brandon, it's like, maybe don't say that during the panel. Because he said, it was like, when I am an honorary veteran because sometimes I think about putting a gun in my mouth.
two. Yeah.
It was like, all right.
I think it's tasteful.
So we said, like, yeah, maybe not say that one. But he just recited it to us while we were doing the podcast later that day. And that's what Tony took and like ran it on ads all over San Antonio.
And you
Like-
have all the veterans laughing in that.
We were laughing our asses off at that one because like Zach was there, like he's a combat veteran, you're a combat veteran, like
Rich, you were on that one? Were you there on that one?
I don't know. I
he
wasn't on the
wasn't he
panel.
wasn't there for that one. It was like Meat Canyon and it was you and me and we had Zach Bell, like veteran with a sign there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And so everyone thought it was a hilarious joke, but we were joking like you like good job not telling that one. But me and Brandon were sitting at the Texas Roadhouse here, and we like looked up at the TV, and it was Brandon telling that joke, and it was like Tony Gonzalez says that Brandon hates veterans. It's
like the dude who spends all his time with
I was
veterans.
on that podcast. What the fuck?
The dude who gets relentlessly bullied by all of his veteran friends, and we literally, you guys stick purple hearts up his ass when he's not looking.
Yeah, it's like
That
we
guy
raise. I don't know.
hates him. He can't stand him.
Eli, we raise hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to help the veteran community, but you know what? You know, Brandon hates veterans. It's whatever.
Yeah, you're putting money in their pockets so then they do more heroin. You bastards. You should just let them die in the streets like the savages they are.
Oh,
I wonder
fuck.
what it'll be interesting to see what approach he takes this time, because I know he hated it last time. So I wonder if he even tries the going on the offensive. He's like, Brandon's cool. I would probably start that route if I were him. Brandon, like, you guys lay hate. I'd be like, you know what? Brandon's a good guy. I hope the best for him this run.
Don't give him
All
tips
I would
here.
do, I'd be like, please don't.
And
Please
it's-
don't kill me right now.
And instead, he decided to
chose
post it.
violent.
He chose to post the word retard, like he's so
about that.
edgy. It's like when like the Mormon kid swears in front of you. You're like, Michael, that's not one of your words. Stop trying to pretend like you're cool.
Your first time cursing.
Yeah.
I sent you that video. I don't think I sent Rich. You remember that video?
Is it the Mormons that do soaking, or is that the Jehovah's Witnesses?
That's the Mormons do soaking.
Okay, that's weird.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Do you guys know what soaking is?
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so
I'm so
I've spent a lot of time in Salt Lake City.
For obvious
Eli,
reasons.
you have as well.
yes, I have.
Soaking is when you put yourself inside of a woman, and then you it just stays there. It's just there, right? That's the thing.
Because it's the movement that God can see.
But
if you're
I
not
love people
moving,
tricking
God
God.
can't see it.
God is a
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah. Omnipotent God. It's like, I found a way around his vision.
Yeah, that's what I love.
But you can actually have a friend.
Your friend.
Stomp on the bed. It's kind of like the shoe pump, but it's like the vanilla version of the shoe pump.
Yeah, when
you
you're
know what the
soaking,
shoe pump is, right?
yeah, when you're soaking, a friend can shake the bed, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the shoe pump is when you are inside a woman and your buddy stomps on your ass to give you more motion. So it's kind of like that, but you know.
I enjoyed
tame.
both of your description, but when Eli made a face, he's just like, "Oh, you're just gonna cheat on omnipotent God," and he's like this, and like pretending that he was God with his eyes closed, like God can't see that. I immediately thought that you were gonna do like an Asian God voice, like,
Oh, they got me this time. Oh, the shrimpery humans. Can't see
Hey, Angel, where you at? Hey, Adam, Eve. It's not Adam and Stevie, you know.
Fucking sinners. Am I right? Okay.
I knew I should have done. This is why I hold back MSG for so long.
No, when you do it, it's racist.
I know. No, my last name's High. I can say that.
Okay.
Hi, people.
Okay. Yeah.
Why the bed shaking? I can't see this.
Oh no! How come my sons and daughters are coming at the same time, even though they're not humping one another? Oh well, I guess I better forget it. Give it next time. I'm Asian God, not at all very stereotypical.
Adam, what's up? Okay, you happy?
I need a woman or a partner. Oh my God. Okay, give me a rib. Okay, there you go. And boom, have fun with it. These dumb bitch fall for the snake
Adam,
trick.
you're so
oh my
needy.
God. Yeah. Oh, Adam, you're so needy. Don't trust a woman. I said a snake. She fell for that. No one fall for the snake trick.
Adam, give me another rib. I want to make short ribs. They're so good. Asian Adam, you ever have your own short rib? Come here.
He took two. He just, I need two ribs. I need one. He just used one and he tasted the other. He's like, oh, that's delicious. Okay, gonna send that down. Okay.
What he's like, what? Asian God takes one rib from Adam. He's like, okay, I make the woman. Oh, I need one more to even it out. Oh, the ribs are so good. Oh, Adam, short
Korean-
ribs, so delicious.
That's
oh,
how
wow.
Korean barbecue came around.
Do you ever struggle with tiny toiletry bottles?
No.
Well, with Mando, struggle no more.
I would not want to spread whole body deodorant on you, Nick.
It's gonna get all clumpy in my chest hair. But look like I've been rolling around in mashed potatoes.
How well does it lubricate?
It's developed by a doctor and it works for 72 hours. Show some respect.
I'm going to tell that to everyone at the Magic the Gathering tournament.
I wish I was there when they figured out that it wasn't good for 73 hours. I like to imagine just a fat guy on a treadmill for 72 hours straight. He's up, he's turned. Time to shower finally.
Fatty curdled.
Thanks to Mando.
It's also named after Mount Fuji.
Really? Mine's bourbon and leather. Because I'm a Mando.
Jesus Christ.
Couldn't even get through an ad without a pun.
What? Do you want to sell the deodorant or not, Brandon?
I'm just waiting for the sweet release of death.
Not going to come for at least 72 hours.
Listen, we did a lot of meet and greets during the live tour. Y'all motherfuckers could use some Mando.
For a strong, independent woman, you can do everything a man can do. You can still use some Mando.
Arquette Nick dead.
The cops are coming.
We've got 72 hours to hide the body before it starts to smell.
Actually does smell pretty damn good.
This one smells like the body wash smells actually really good.
I have bourbon leather.
Did anybody find the body? No, but that ditch over there smells delicious. There's no way there's a body over there.
You said we can ad-lib. Joke's on you. We're into that.
This isn't your average deodorant or antiperspirant.
You can try Mando's starter pack. It's perfect. It comes with absolutely everything. Stick deodorant, cream deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like a mini body wash or deodorant wipes, and free shipping.
As a special offer, you'll get 20% off site-wide with our exclusive code UNSUB.
That's code UNSUB over at shopmando.com. So the Mormons have soaking, and Christians use the back passage because God can't see anal, so anal's not a sin. And the Catholics just do choir boys, right? Is that how that works?
No, it was the thing was young Christian girls would save. They wouldn't lose their virginity, so they do it in the back door.
Yeah.
And also is safer because it wouldn't get them pregnant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true.
So it was like they would still have like their vaginal virginity, and they wouldn't be able to get pregnant. So there was like a time, like when I was growing up, when that was like the thing.
I heard choir boys don't get pregnant either for the Catholics out there.
Well, it depends on which church you go to. If it's evangelical, you got a little a lot of transitioning.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. It's a new world today.
Like fuck. Okay, since we have you boys on the podcast, I know
Did the story, how I got him out of prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I want to hear that story.
Jail. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, I had a 12-year-old DUI charge.
Oh God, I thought that was going somewhere else first.
Why does your mind?
I was like, what did I sign a letter for?
Rich's mind quickly slips into failure.
You're like 12-year-old. I'm over here like, what the fuck?
So I had this charge. It was literally from
Thank
the end
God.
of 2013. I got a DUI for marijuana, and then I shortly after that, I was facing a lot of bigger charges in the state of Oregon. They wanted like 10 years in prison, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go to Florida and evade prosecution. It seemed like a great idea at the time. I was there for 10 years. I recently moved back to Oregon after I was able to get all my shit resolved in Florida, and Oregon stopped prosecuting UUMVs, which is what I was facing. It's unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. So you could steal cars in Oregon. They don't care, by the way, just so you know, they're not going to prosecute you.
Noted.
So I put in a motion from Florida to have my charges dropped so I could move back to Oregon. And the prosecutor that put me in prison when I went in 2009 was the judge who signed off on, yeah, cool, we'll drop all these charges. So thank you, Deborah Vo. Appreciate you, Your Honor. And so I was able to move back, but I still had this warrant because I had probation for a DUI that I never finished. And in fact, I like immediately fucked up. Like I immediately violated. I was crusty back then. It was a bad deal. I was not acting like an adult, not handling my responsibilities. And nowadays I like to handle my responsibilities as head on as humanly possible. So I knew that I had to clear this up. And so I went and I got a lawyer, and I asked the lawyer, like, so what do I do with this situation? Like, like, do I need to pay a fine? Because in Florida, you can basically buy your way out of anything. I don't know if it's like that here in Texas, but as long as you don't f a kid or beat up an elderly person in Florida, if you throw some money at it, get a good enough attorney, they're like, hey, we got you. But especially something like a PV or something, like, well, we'll get you reinstated or whatever. I'm thinking it's probably not going to be a big deal, but he's like, no, this prosecutor wants incarceration. And I'm like, well, I did the dumb shit. I bought the ticket. I have to ride the ride. I won I played the stupid game. So here's my prize. I got to go back into jail for a while. And I'm like, he was like, it's anywhere from 30 days to a year. And I was like, all right, well, how can we try to get it closer to the 30 days than the year? Because I'm gonna take accountability for my actions, but I'd super like to not spend a year in county jail right now. That doesn't sound all that awesome. And so he was like, well, let's get all of because I have done copious amounts of treatment. I've done, inpatient treatment. I've done outpatient treatment. I've done intensive outpatient treatment, in the standard. I did, a full sober living 6-month program where I'm, living there, but, out working every day. And, I managed those places. I interned, and, he's like, bring information about your recovery coaching company and bring me letters of character reference. And this is where Cody is going to say that I'm name dropping, because I'm blessed, dude. I had people that stuck up for me. And it's not that I'm trying to name drop as much as I never in my life would have thought that I would have these types of people actually writing letters of my character, dude. Because I still see myself kind of like, I still see my past in my reflection. And, I'm still working on that, letting that part of me go because I'm still feel like I've got stuff to make up for. Like I damaged multiple communities for 20 years. So I still feel the weight of that on my shoulders. And I do everything I can every day to like bring good into the world, to balance those scales. Maybe someday I'll feel like I've made up for that, but I'm not there yet. I'm working on getting there.
Yeah, so I sold Jelly Roll.
Yeah. So Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll's over here.
His wife, Bunny, they wrote me letters of character reference. Chris Hansen and this guy right here. Also, sheriffs from across the country. In particular, my good friend, Sheriff John Staley out of Lone Oak County, Arkansas. Amazing dude. Because I go into prisons and I speak to inmates when they're at a low moment. I go into treatment centers. I had treatment professionals write me letters. But out of all of these letters.
Wait, so you were looking at a county year, right?
Yeah, a county year was the max.
So a county year was the max. You just finished probation, didn't you?
I had just finished my probation out of Florida. I had 2 years of house arrest and 2 years of probation, flying colors, no violations, not a single wag of the finger even.
Yeah.
Just absolutely followed it to the letter, went above and beyond. In fact, my PO in Florida was like, please stop calling me about every little fucking thing. And I'm like, making sure I'm in compliance. And she's like, you're in too much compliance, dude. So, but that's what I felt like I needed to do to be able to make it through. I don't know how to live like a normal motherfucker at this point in my life. I'm still figuring it out, but like law abiding was not something I was super good at. So, I wanted to make sure what I was doing was what I was supposed to be doing because I was taking it seriously. I was given a blessing. And every time you're given a blessing, or really it was grace beyond what I earned or deserved. So I wanted to respect that by following it by the letter. It was important to me because every time I've disrespected a blessing, God slaps the shit out of me. And dude got hands, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Kept up, do not like it. Just slap the shit. JD Gray. Give him an inch, he take a mile.
Out of all of those letters.
Why he keep doing this?
Out of letters
oh my me, why does JD keep fucking up?
Out of all of those letters, when I went to, so I go to court and I meet with my lawyer outside the courtroom and he's like, you ready to go in today? And I'm like, I'm ready to go in. Let's go handle business. This is the last thing I have to do. This is literally out of 20 years of being a degenerate drug addict, career criminal. This is the last thing that I have to pay off. This is my last debt to society, my last criminal anything to deal with. And I'm like, let's go. I'm excited at this point. Like I've got 3 pairs of underwear on because if you go into the county jail wearing 3 pairs of white underwear, they let you keep them and they don't give you underwear when you go in there. They just give you a jumpsuit. I've got my white t-shirt on.
Did not know that. Very interesting.
It's certain counties, they let you do that.
Pro tips.
And I'm ready to go. I've got like $2K in my pocket for my canteen. I'm going to get Fat Kid in there, you know what I'm saying? Just work out, read, and eat. And we walk in the courtroom and he's like, that's a different prosecutor. He's like, hold on. He goes and talks to the prosecutor and the prosecutor's like, he comes back, he's like, the prosecutor knows you from your content and feels like it would be a waste of time and resources to put you in jail when you could be out here continuing to do what you do. So he wants you to, he wants to give you community service, but his one ask is that you talk about this in a way that shows what taking accountability for your actions can do for you. And I'm like, accountability is my whole entire fucking thing, like that's hugely important to me. That's something I live by. And he's like, cool, it's still up to the judge. So we got to sell this to the judge. And the judge, like the prosecutor goes harder for me than any paid attorney I've ever had, trying to convince this judge that I should get community service. It was incredible. That dude I love that dude. And the judge is like, I'm going to read these letters. And there's a lot of them. And he's looking through them. He's scrolling through these letters. And I mentioned those other people because out of all of those letters, the letter he stops on, he's like, I want to read a quote out of this letter. And he starts reading Rich's letter. And he's like, and this is coming from an SVU detective, which shows that this man has made serious life changes. I'm going to agree with the prosecutor on this, and I'm going to give you the community service.
You had a jump out, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. And my wife's
going hard for you.
My wife's in the courtroom behind me and she's crying. This is that woman is a saint. And this is like the 5th time she's had to go to a courtroom, and maybe I come home, maybe I don't. And she's, just rode out with me through all of this. And she is not a criminal. She's never been a criminal, never been a drug addict. She's just a rider ass trad wife. She's just the shit, like literally the best. I would not be here today if it wasn't for her. I'm convinced of that. And I get to walk out on my own 2 feet, ready to go to jail. I get to walk out. The only thing that he read out loud was Rich's letter. So thank you, man. I haven't gotten to thank you in person. I appreciate it. All of that, I know that you didn't go into a career as, an English major, but you definitely helped me. So I feel like that 3.5 years you spent in college, it did something good. Right here, I'm sitting.
Cool.
Yeah. Good. I didn't have to eat top ramen and green bologna.
Yeah. Now let me tell you what really happened. I get a call one day from JD, and I look at my phone. I'm like, oh, JD's calling me. That's fucking cool, because we've been bullshitting back and forth and talking about some, content. Hey, you want to come on my thing? Yeah, I'll come on your thing. Yeah, but probably coming on things is not the way I should have described it.
You guys are doing great with verbiage today.
Yeah, right? So
you're talking about your prison friend?
So my wife's just like, who's calling? I'm like, oh, it's JD. I'm like, what's going on? And I get up from the couch, and I'm like, hey, dude, what's going on? He's like, hey, I have a massive favor, and I feel uncomfortable asking you about it. You don't have to do it. This is just a request. And he was very nice. You're very nice about it. He was really trying to take the pressure off of me. And he's like, I got picked up for an old DUI, and I'm looking at spending a county year. Like, that's the max. I'm just wondering, you can say no. I was like, oh, do you need me to write a character letter for you? He's like, can you do that? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. You know how many people I put in jail? I can take one out? Yeah, that's a fair trade. Absolutely. And so I went to work like the next day, and I sat down, and I was just like,
your dearest judge.
JD DeLay is a handsome, beautiful man who has served his time with the community and has assisted others in their time in, out, and recovering from prison life. and then I creamed it up with all the stuff that you want to hear. As a Buffalo Police Special Victims Unit detective formerly attached to the FBI Safe Streets program, hunting violent gang members and seeing the effects that drugs have had in the community. I think that I kept it short and simple. Yeah, it churched up.
Yeah.
So then I put
That's
enough
fucking
people in
awesome,
jail.
man.
I think I can get one guy out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he called me up and he goes, dude, he read your letter out loud. I started jumping up and down, and I was like, yeah! I was like fist pumping. I was like, of course it. God has a good sense of humor. And so, of course, I put in my letter, and the guy reads mine. And then, he got off scot-free. Didn't learn a thing.
Sir, I've done 22 hours of my community service.
22 hours. I had to do more for my disorderly conduct.
Well, I have to do 80 altogether.
I had to do 60 something. Really? Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Oh God, we were talking about last night about officer discretion. Where it's like sometimes you don't have to, be an asshole to the criminals.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you're a super nice guy just writing this letter for JD.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
I was just glad I could help him out. I was glad that you called me.
Yeah.
That made me happy that you called me. I was like, cool.
Well, I don't ever want to ask somebody to vouch for me. Like, especially, my past, my history, but me and you are friends, and I think you know that I'm not going to take advantage of it and go out and do damage to the community. I feel like you, at this point, know me well enough to know that if you help me swerve a county year, I'm not going to be out like murdering ladies or anything like that. Might be murdering that butthole, but that's different.
My butthole.
Or Tony's.
Or Mormon butthole. Because God cannot see it.
Oh my God.
JD DeLay is gone. I cannot see him while he inside another person's butthole.
That's where I should hide if the SWAT team ever comes for me again.
I love
Tony's butthole.
One of my favorite stories that you talked about the first time when we met was like, you're like, yeah, I hit a pile of clothes. And I was like, oh, that's why I jump on piles of clothes when I used to search houses.
Yeah.
That's why, I wanted to, those are other topics, because it was like, oh man, we get to break down both sides. It's like your worst chase or favorite chase. Well, I don't know how to say that for you. And
The one that ended the best for him.
Yeah. What chase is that? Because then I went like you guys breaking that down, and then vice versa. Your guys is like, oh, this chase sucked, or this chase was dope, but here's X, Y, and Z.
Oh, dudes that hide behind doors. I broke a guy's nose one time because I just pushed the door in as hard as I could because they teach you that. Like,
Yeah, you gotta clear the back of the
hit the
door.
door as hard as you can because people try to hide behind doors.
Oh yeah.
And so just hit it as hard as you can. Oh, you just hear an ooh.
Yeah, and you're like, found him.
There he
Marco.
is.
Hey, Brandon, do you have Cash App? Brandon, I asked you a fucking question.
No, Eli, what's that?
Do you have Cash App, Brandon?
How did you do that?
Brandon, anything's possible when you use Cash App.
Okay.
Moving money should be easy, Brandon. That's why there's Cash App.
Wow, this is really easy to use. I have it now. Don't hit me again.
Cash App is fast, safe, and way more personalized than the other apps out there.
No extra hoops to jump through, no extra stress. All the tools are right there to help you cash in.
Plus, sending money through Cash App actually feels safe and secure.
If something seems sketchy or there's like red flags that you might be sending your money to a scammer, they let you know. They'll give you a warning and make you think twice before hitting send. It's like having a bodyguard for your cash. Send your buddy some money with the eggplant emoji.
My favorite.
Make his friends think twice.
Brandon, what are these 3 drops of water and an eggplant mean?
It's a tip for good service.
I like tips. Just a tip.
Just the tip.
And for whatever reason, if you don't have Cash App, just head over to your phone app store and download it today and use code UNSUB10.
And if you send $5 to a friend, you get $10 deposited in your account just for getting started.
Send Brandon $5. His number is 3.
No.
New Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. Legit for reals? No catch.
Just download Cash App and use our code UNSUB10. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account.
That's money. That's Cash App.
My favorite thing to do, tell me if you've fallen for this before. I'll just go into like a building and I'm like, bro, I see you. Show me your fucking hands and come out. And I'll say it like 2 or 3. I'll be like, dude, I'm serious. Don't make me come in there and get you. Come out with your hands up. I can see you. And they'll be like, damn it. And I'll be like, oh, sweet. Got him. Got you, bitch. You know? Like, didn't see shit.
You just cockblocked yourself on the next time you try that.
I thought I saw a dude one time. I did not. I said it, and I was looking at the area where I thought I saw him. Dude came out of another area. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, I knew you were there. Get on the ground. How many are in here?
Well, it's like I talk about all the time. Like, policing really is just like daycare. It's adult daycare. So it's like, Eli, when you're playing hide and go seek with your kid, like Rich was just talking about, just like, I see you, and they go, yeah, you got me. It's like, no, I didn't. But
Bro, and imagine being a correctional officer, because that really is adult daycare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like 100%. I've sat and chopped it up with COs, and they're like, yeah, I mean, I'm basically a babysitter, bro. I'm a babysitter for grown ass men who all are trying to prove they have the biggest dick. And it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. There's so many people in prison with complexes, bro. Like, everybody in prison has some sort of mental illness. There's, as my friend Grady Judd would say, there's a hitch in their giddy up somewhere. I realized that at a certain point, I realized that like most of the 99% of the people I knew were just kids that got traumatized as a kid, didn't know how to process it, didn't know how to properly place it, never got therapy, including my fucking self. And so we ended up acting out. And our development stopped because of the trauma. And then we continued to atrophy our development with numbing out because we couldn't handle our feelings. And then you get to prison and everybody's just trying to prove that they're Billy Badass, you know?
Yeah. Did you drop Grady Judd's name down right there?
Somewhere down
Sheriff
there.
Grady Judd.
Somewhere down there.
Your friend Grady Judd.
Somewhere down there, bud. Yeah. That's one of my favorite sayings, though. I love it when he says, there's a hitch in his giddy up. That shit's great.
That's such a cowboy thing to say.
It is, dude. It is. The Florida sheriffs are like Wild West sheriffs, dude. Him and Chitwood, and then the dude from Lee County, what's his name? Marcino.
Which one's the guy that has the photos and he loves the photos?
Grady
That's
Judd.
Judd.
That is Grady
Yeah.
Judd.
Yeah.
Okay. that you did the TikTok with. This
Yeah.
is illegal.
Yeah.
Dude, I face palmed so hard when I saw that. I was like, what? In a good way. I was like, what the fuck is happening? What world am I living in?
Bro, his social media person, she is fire, bro. She's like, I have the perfect TikTok trend for you guys.
She thought of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
And so he's like, me and him are both lip syncing to this song. Hello, it's nice to meet you. And he's like, am I doing this right? This feels weird. I don't feel right doing this. And she's like, you nailed it. And I'm like, I don't even remember the lines.
Yeah,
but bro, that shit popped off. And then
is this illegal?
Yeah.
It feels illegal. Is
2
how the
weeks
thing
of
goes.
just like, JD's a Nazi bootlicker in my comments. I'm like, thank you for upping my engagement. Talk more about my not an Alligator Alcatraz shirt and make my sales go higher.
Dude. Yeah.
I have a Florida
Words.
Around and Find Out shirt that has nothing to do with Alligator Alcatraz. Since I joined Bunker Branding, is that name dropping too? But since I joined Bunker Branding,
Tell me more about this place, Bunker Branding.
We
Because
planned
we
this
own
shit. Because we own it.
but
It's okay
whatever.
if it's advertising for us. So I planned this out like 2 months ahead of time for a shirt just with an alligator holding an assault rifle with a fucking bulletproof vest on. And in the background, there's like palm trees and a Florida ghetto. And it says Florida Around and Find Out. I'm just a very Florida centric person, dude. I spent a decade there. I have an alligator tattooed on the side of my head. I fuck with the swamp puppies, dog. They're my people. And so it ends up dropping the day that I fly out to Florida. So that we just timed it like that. We were like, I'm flying in on the 1st and we're doing a new drop on the 1st. Let's do the Florida Around and Find Out shirt. It's been out for, we've thought about this months ago. It just happened to be the day that they opened Alligator Alcatraz and it's all over the news. And everybody's like, oh, he's a Nazi. And it's a concentration camp. And like, I also fed into it a little bit, like just comparing how the treatment in Alligator Alcatraz is compared to how we treat people all around the country in any sort of incarcerative situation. Like, I'm like, look, this is where they're the living quarters for them. This is a normal dorm setting. There's 3 toilets. The sinks are on the toilets, which is something that, God, what the fuck was her name? Debbie Wasserman Schwartz was freaking out.
God.
They
That was an
shit and
idiot.
drink in the same place. You dumbass performative. Have you never seen what? That's inmate standards. That's your sink is on top of your toilet. And she's like, it's so degrading and dehumanizing the way we're treating them. Like their mattresses are fucking this thick, homie. Like we got like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so crazy, all of the performative bullshit going on. And I was just like, look, this is just normal. This is what we do. And then there was a rumor that somebody did a video with pictures of incinerators and they're like showing trash incinerators that aren't on site at Alligator Alcatraz. And there was a TikTok rumor that somebody's cousin said that her friend was contracted to install these at Alligator Alcatraz. And so everybody's like, they're burning illegals. And I'm like, first off, you can't burn a body in those. Like that's literally a trash incinerator. Like what
Yeah,
are you
we've tried.
talking about? Yeah, absolutely. It does not work.
Yeah. You know how many times you got to put them back in there, cut up the limbs? It's just a mess.
Like, if you want to talk about how we treat people when they're incarcerated in this country, cool. But let's do it across the board and not just make it about what fits this narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because there's things we probably could like do better as far as incarcerating people. I don't think the conditions need to be worked on too much in the majority of places. I think what we need to do is start focusing more on
Rehabilitation.
And I think that like if you have inmates in a minimum custody facility, I feel like that's a waste, bro. Put them on community control. Put them in house arrest so they're working towards building, their future and all of that. At least make it an open option for that to be able to be a thing. They're paying taxes instead of just taking up tax dollars, sitting in some fucking minimum custody thing. When you're in minimum, you're a few years to the gate anyway. Let them spend that time doing something productive instead of being a drain. Like I always told myself when I'm in prison, I'm literally on welfare right now. Like I'm taking up people's tax dollars. This sucks. This is stupid. I'm a piece of shit for this. Let them give back to society and save imprisoning people for people that just can't be trusted in society. And honestly, if you can't be trusted in society, there's some things that with proper rehabilitation, you might be able to come back from. And there's other things that you can't. And if you are not somebody that can be rehabilitated, we should not be wasting tax dollars on keeping you breathing. There are very cost-effective ways to just handle the situation, chalk you up as a fucking loss. If you a kid, bro, we shouldn't be like, oh, well, you know, when he comes out in 6 months, he's going to not do this again. Well, you know, statistically he is. You know, somebody who goes in and does a school shooting, why the do you get the chance to come out and do that again? Fuck that. We shouldn't pay for your 3 hots and a cot when we can just do the, you know, rope is super eco-friendly and you could reuse that bitch a lot. A lot.
Rich, I got to ask you, buddy.
Ask me.
How do we solve the problem with, do you think we should have public hangings? Like back in the day, like cowboy days.
So-
you remember they used to have like everyone to come from everywhere and they would sit there and they would have a picnic and they would like watch the public hangings.
I think it should be put on like PBS. I think if you have a like
Didn't Trump cancel that? Do we still have PBS?
yeah, but we can make it pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what
Now
I
it's-
was thinking. Give
now
it to
it's-
Dana White, bro.
Now it's paying for itself, and you get to see like
Will you
the
be
Boston
my
Bomber
neighbor?
Yeah.
Just after Mr. Rogers, the public execution.
It's Dora the Explorer. Can you say execution?
Execution.
Bring back gladiator shit, bro. Just arm.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that last night, dude.
Arm one chomo with a fucking broadsword and another one with a mace, and whichever one comes out on top
We're
gets
still gonna kill you.
painless, execution. Just a double tap to the back of the dome.
I like the pay-per-view idea. Now that I said it,
Yeah.
I like the state-run television pay-per-view of like an execution of like somebody that murdered somebody or school shooter or the Boston Bombers.
Yeah.
Oh,
They-
and the money goes towards a charity.
Sure, absolutely.
Taxes.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
bro. Honestly,
Uvalde, it goes to like the survivors of Uvalde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love.
I
that
mean, Texas zaps people too, so you can
Yeah.
they can make a lot of money.
Oh, we did just get into shooting people too. South Carolina just executed a guy by shooting.
firing squad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Mormon
asked for
or it's like Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses. Some of them are like they can't put anything inside their body and stuff like that, so they'll be like, yeah, firing squad. I'm good to go with that.
Yeah, just
Could you just
Yeah.
blast me in the chest with some 30-06?
that's what I would be like.
But-
aim
but
here,
they can
please. Not in
soak.
the chest.
They can soak though. They can put things inside.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're bullet soaking is what they're doing.
Shake the rifle.
What we were discussing on the other show that we did was like Trump is a businessman, right?
Dave
There's a
laughed at
way
that
to
one.
sell this to him as a businessman. Be like, hey, imagine the pay-per-view sales. Put Dana White in charge of this shit.
I see it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm seeing it.
And you wanna get the deficit handled? Boom. We could do that. I like the charity idea, but if you're actually going to sell it to somebody who can get that shit done, make it make sense business-wise.
Illegals. We ship them off, but they have to do like that Asian show where they had to run across stuff. And,
Oh,
like,
it's
get
the
beat.
Squid Game.
No, Squid. No, God, no, that's Squid Game.
What is the game called?
Takesha's Castle?
Yeah, Takesha's Castle.
Takesha's Castle.
Takashi. Is it Takesha? Takashi.
Takeshi's Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they have to like run across the obstacles and like fall in the water. And if you're like, oh no, remember when they would dub it really poorly?
Oh, yeah.
Those were my favorites. I love those. We do that for illegal immigration. If you make it, get to stay. If you don't, you're out of here.
And it's the fun
And
ones.
make that put that on a television show. You'll have endless amounts of entertainment for years.
Yeah, there's no violence on it. It is funny as hell. And
you,
then if they
you
make
split
to
it
the
up
end,
so it's not just a bunch of Mexican and brown people.
It's not Hunger Games.
Yeah.
You're like, they die.
Squid Games. I want 5,000 people to try out, and I want one to live, and he gets the citizenship. Like brutal. Damn.
So I mean, but here's the thing: is that like they're super focusing on just the brown people that are getting deported.
Brothers whites.
I know there is. I know. I've
There's
seen.
Europeans.
I followed this Russian chick on TikTok who was like, "Yeah, I'm being deported. Thanks a lot, Trump."
Canadians too. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh man.
Icebacks. Snow Mexicans.
Yes, no Mexicans.
Yeah. I have
the frostbacks.
Yeah, frostbacks.
frostbacks. I have. I want to tell you the story. I accidentally, not accidentally, but I have a feud, I guess, with an inmate in a Colorado prison who writes articles.
Okay.
So I'll give you the backstory.
Are you asking me to put out a hit? Because
No.
I know people in Colorado prisons.
I'm sure you do.
I have a gang out there that I'm
I'll
friends
probably
with.
make another video on him and similar to this, tell him to politely.
JD's like, I know what you're putting down.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I'll square
so
this
you guys,
up.
I got those soups on your canteen.
Yeah.
I need you to fly a kite real quick and let some boys know.
Yeah,
I can
we're-
slip that shit. So
Got a mission for you for a cop out here who wants
Yeah.
somebody dead.
he's not a small man, so you might need a bigger dude. So a while ago, about a year and a half ago, I made a video because my buddy sent this story to me and he's like, have you seen this? And I was like, no. The story is that a Colorado prison system, one of the Colorado prisons, had a VFW in it, a Veteran of Foreign Wars community in there. And so they had a post inside of this prison, which is like cool, whatever.
That's fucking cool.
That's pretty cool. And I was about it. If you can rehabilitate the people. A lot of the people that were the heads of it were chomos, a guy that held a teacher in her basement for hours and tried to kill her 4 or 5 times. A guy that killed a college student because he thought she was going to snitch on him because she was moving some ecstasy.
Do you want to know why that is? Why they get in those positions? Because those positions are usually held for people who can get clear conduct. It's basically there's incentive levels in a lot of prisons for if you don't get in trouble, if you don't get caught with contraband, if you don't get caught balling out another inmate's back passage, if you don't assault staff, and you don't get DRs, disciplinary reports. Like in Oregon, like there was incentive levels if you get 18 months without that shit, which is why dudes like the happy face killer won't fight back when you punch him in his shit because he got his 18 months clear conduct and he got a special fancy cell. But so to get in those positions where you're running shit, it usually requires that you have the incentive level to be able to do that, just so you know. And chomos are never an issue for the cops unless a gang sends them on a mission because they're not actual criminals, they're creatures. They're not people committing crimes. They're f***ing monsters.
So I make a video where I say, hey, and I say this in the video, which they choose to ignore. I say, hey, if you are like getting out, if you had some drug charges, if you stole a bunch of cars and you're trying to flip your life around, hey, there's things we can come back from. One guy smashed a baby on the concrete until it was dead.
Nope.
Yeah, that's one of their like vice presidents or chairmans. Like I said, there was like 1 or 2 child murders in there, and a guy that like held a woman in a basement and raped her a bunch, and then tried to kill her a couple of times, like during that time period, like choked her out until she passed out and then she came to. So I make a video about it. I say, hey, if it was somebody getting out, cool. These guys are doing like 40 to life, most of them life sentences. I'm like, I don't want chomos and like guys that are murdering like 18-year-old college students to be in a VFW and be a part of the community. Like you've decided that you don't want to be a part of this community anymore. There's standards for being, a military member, even if the veteran status stays with you after you get out.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is like within 6 months of me posting the video, a lot of people in the VFW community are like, whoa, wait a second. We've got a VFW in a prison that represents us, members of the VFW, then there's child murders in it? No, absolutely not. So what ends up happening is they start saying, hey, listen, there's a conduct, and we're actually going to be removing people from this VFW inside the prison. And eventually, there's so few people in it that they can't have a post. So the post goes away.
Oh, no. There was that many?
There was that many people that had like committed serious murders or a kid or smashed a kid's face in the concrete.
Murder's one of those things where it's like, who was the victim and what was the reason behind it? Because there are valid reasons to kill people. There's never a valid reason to f*** a kid or to rape a woman. There are valid reasons for murder, but carry on.
One of them that I actually I didn't side with his murder, but like I sided with the inmate. He had gotten in like some sort of argument with a guy outside of a bar. He went to his truck. The guy came outside, and then he turned around and like shot him in like an alleyway, and then drove away. The cops pulled him over. And he's like, "Yeah, I killed him," but he owned up to it, right? Him, I'm like, okay, cool. You fucked up. Maybe you're drunk. Maybe you're high. It seems pretty cut and dry. You probably shouldn't have shot that guy. but you cop to it.
If he would have stayed and talked to the cops, he might have been able to sell it to him in a way where he would have gotten like a lesser charge.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying, like, he owned up to what he did, right? He owned up to it.
Yeah.
Right? And even though it was a murder, okay. So, the guy that wrote one of the articles writes about it that I read, writes another article in response to my video. And he goes, basically, I'm a piece of shit that he doesn't give a about, and I took away the VFW from him. He was like one of the tertiary, third or fourth in like the chain of command, like vice president, assistant vice president, whatever in the VFW. And he goes on a little bit of a tangent or a rant, and it's just like, you took away something good from us. Fuck that guy. We were doing great things. Doesn't talk about any of the chomos that were in the unit as like the vice president.
What was his charge?
His charge was he was a drug dealer and he killed like an 18 or 19-year-old female college student because she was moving ecstasy, like buying ecstasy from him. And then he thought that she was snitching to the cops, so he offed her.
Yeah, no.
Tim and two dudes like broke into her apartment and killed her.
No.
And then like
no,
walked
fuck
out.
him.
Yeah. It's like,
that's not, that's about, even by like convict code, which is scumbaggery. It's bottom of the barrel morality.
Yeah.
No, that's a big old, no, fuck him.
So he tells me via his article that he writes, which is like a month or two old now. I was going to do a video on it. Maybe I will again. That basically I'm scum because I took away his VFW.
Oh, the dude who killed a little 18-year-old girl because he was a drug dealer and he didn't want to get caught. Oh, that dude thinks that you're scum.
Yeah. Which I could give a shit.
Timbers are shivered over here.
Yeah. He also talks to like somebody in like the Colorado Press, and I talked to this guy in the Colorado Press, a little bit more of a story. So this guy in this Colorado news establishment is like, hey, can I call you up and talk to you about this thing, your video that you did? I was like, sure. So I talked to him about it, and he goes, like, how do you feel about that? I go, well, I feel like the VFW is retarded for doing that. He's like, oh, interesting. I was like, you can quote me on that. Yeah. It's retarded. And he did. God bless him. Said it's retarded. Now, what he did with the article was he tried to paint me as like some sort of dirty cop that shouldn't be listened to. He's like, oh, he's controversial. But then on this opposite side of the same coin is like, these guys in the VFW deserve a second chance. Murderers and child blah, 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 blah.
Well, here's the thing is that if they were serious about that shit, they should have policed their own community in there.
Yeah. Boom!
And that is a major thing in prison is you are who you associate with.
Yeah.
Like it's birds of a feather flock together. Chimos and Bows and punks and rats all have each other's backs. Like if you are in prison and you are sitting at the same table as a fucking child, you are a fucking baby.
Yeah.
If you're sitting at the table with somebody who women or kills women or children, you are that person. Who you associate with is a reflection of you. So they should have had the fucking moral aptitude and the spine to have those people removed from those positions. And in prison, oftentimes, since you don't go to the authorities about things, what that means is you have somebody or you personally yourself take them off the yard, which means, if you want to extort somebody into it, you send a torpedo. Torpedoes are great. You can call them a torpedo or a crash test dummy. You get somebody who's on a bad charge and you tell them, hey, check it out. We are going to fucking give you extra breathing holes all throughout your neck. And you're not going to be breathing through them for very long unless you go and do this. Here's what I want you to do. You see that big old fat child fuck over there? Go take flight on him. And you don't have to win. Both of you just have to go to the hole. Just go take flight, do it right in front of the cops, and then they both go to the hole. And your problem is solved for a little bit. And then by the time he gets out, he's not going to have that. We talked about the incentive program. He just got a DR. He's out for at least 18 months. And if he ever gets back in, you just rinse, repeat. They should have been policing their own community if they wanted to keep a community.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that is what it is. He sounds like he is on some punk shit to me. Because, look at his charge. Of course he's going to sympathize with people who kids and lock women in basements and rape them because he's on that same type of scumbag ass time.
Thank you.
That's the prison view of it.
Yeah. I felt my 2 cents was that, hey, listen, if you murder somebody, but you cop up to it, if you did a whole bunch of stealing burglaries and bullshit, but you're trying to get out, even if you got like a life term for whatever, own your shit. But when you've got a bunch of child molesters in it and you're not policing your own, you're like, oh, cool, everybody come to the VFW, including like the guy that 2 8-year-olds and then got caught with a bunch of child porn and dozens of kids used underwears like in his house when he got raided a couple years ago, and that's the time he's serving. Like, maybe you should not have that guy. Maybe you shouldn't have the guy that bashes his girlfriend's kid's face, like 1-year-old, 18-month-old, into the freaking concrete, and then be like, oh yeah, it fell down the stairs. And then when the medical examiners looked through it, they're like, no, this baby had the shit shaken out of it, that its brain stem was removed from it, like dislocated from itself, is detached. And then this,
you're the
this
bad guy.
fucking
They're like,
dickhead
look at what this guy
is
did.
Like,
You're like,
oh, he ruined my VFW time, and I'm like, fuck you.
VFW looked at the situation and was like, oh yeah, remove that. That's it. Like, no business would want to be associated with individuals like that. And then I'm assuming other veterans that were in prison with him probably didn't want to be part of that VFW class either.
And that's why there's so. Contrary to popular belief, there are a lot of gang members that are like devout Christians and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they don't go to church because there's a saying in prison, not everybody who goes to church is a chomo, but all chomos go to church. And people that are really about that life are not about to go sit with a rapist on this side of them and a fucking diaper sniffer on the other side of them. They're just not going to do it.
Yeah.
There's certain things that you avoid. I liked it at Snake River. We had a system where there were certain dudes with bad charges that were like, they were allowed to go on the yard because they were paying gangs or whatever, which isn't my personal politics. You don't deserve sunlight or fresh air if you hurt a kid. But they all had to stay on the volleyball court. So you'd see just all these weird looking Coke bottle glasses, triple chins, neck beards.
Chomos, like, especially the ones that boys are like some of the most saddest turtle looking frog people I've ever seen.
And bro, like they're like, it's funny because, you can see it. You guys at home can see it if you watch stuff like Gideon and Alex Rossen's bus and Chris Hansen's bus. You'll see that the people that are into young boys, like they're mentally retarded, bro.
Yeah.
They're not mentally all there. Do I feel bad for them? No, I don't. Fuck them. They should be executed. But, it's a real life thing that most of them are just completely fucked in the dome, And then every once in a while you have like the decent looking, very charismatic, youth pastor or teacher or something but for the most part, there's a look. So when you see a sandpit volleyball court full of all these
Well, hi. You guys want to play Dungeons and Dragons?
type motherfuckers, it is hilarious to watch, bro. Like one of them, it'll be the first day and one of them's like stumbling out towards the weight pile.
I think I'm going to do some...
No, bitch, you're going to go to that volleyball court. Get the fuck out of here before we you up.
Yeah.
Type
Nerds.
fucking nerds.
The prison nerds are chomos.
Yeah, that's literally how it is, bro. It's crazy.
Fucking what? Dude, prison is...
You were talking about baby shakers, bro.
Yeah.
There was a dude that he was all over the news in Oregon. He had shook a baby to death. We knew he was coming. We didn't know what institution he'd land in because there's, I think maybe like 16, 17 prisons in Oregon last time I counted. I don't know, give or take. They might have shut some down. But he ended up landing at the prison that I was at. And he immediately asked for PC. And the cops were like, no, baby shaker, no. And when he came on the block, the cop announced.
What's PC for?
Protective custody. That's where they put you in a solitary cell and you sit there and you fucking rot in a solitary cell and you don't get a lot of access, but it's still inmates making your food. It's still inmates bringing you your food. It's still inmates doing your laundry. So they'll like put broken glass and human feces in their food. They'll put, there's chemicals in the laundry room that they can put into your laundry so that when you put it on, it's fine. But as soon as you sweat, like the moisture activates it and it gives you horrific chemical burns. Like sometimes they have to take you out to medical and you'll be walking across the control room floor and somebody will just take flight on your punk ass. But this dude, they refused him PC and announced that this is the baby shaker coming in, right? And so like everybody knew this dude was a baby shaker, bro. And he ended up falling up a flight of cement stairs, let's just say.
Tragedy.
I know.
It
it
happens.
happens a lot.
And
Yeah, it's horrible.
he was super fucked up and nonverbal when the cops came and took him out. And they took him, and they just took him to the hole. They didn't even take his ass to medical. They just, he's on the floor all fucked up, covered in his own blood, looking retarded. They dragged him to the hole. He ended up dying of an aneurysm in the hole.
Damn.
Yeah. Not sad about that.
Similar to the way that the baby probably died. You know? Oh, no.
Yeah. Isn't that poetic, though?
no.
It is. Poetic justice.
Poetic.
I just like all the guys who were like, what happened? He fell up the stairs. It's like
The sound of a
Gravity.
skull, the sound of a skull bouncing off cement. I'm sure you've heard it.
I've done it to myself before.
Yeah,
Let me tell you,
it's not cool when it's yours. It's cool when it's a baby shaker.
It's like you have an out of body experience. I bounced my face off the most unforgiving thing in the world, which is blacktop.
Yeah.
I've done that before, and I thought I broke the whole side of my face, and that was just me falling over, and I hit the pavement, and that blacktop just jacked up my face. So yes, I've dealt with that.
As a drummer, I wish that I could go and record the sound of that dude's skull hitting the pavement and then have it like on a fucking,
mixer.
Yeah, and so use it as an alternate snare drum, like bro. Speaking of cops hitting their heads, bro, I will always and forever. I'm sorry, Deputy White. When I escaped from county jail, which it isn't as cool as it sounds because I did not get far, and I was in the work release area, right? But they told me I needed to pack my shit up. I'd been in work release for like months, and Deputy White was super cool to me. He was always respectful. He was super cool. He told me, and he's not supposed to, he broke protocol to allow me to go pack my shit up. He said, DeLay, you had a warrant come from Portland, from Multnomah County. We need to roll you up. You're going to do the rest of your time over in the county jail, and then we're going to transport you to Multnomah. So I'm going to let you roll your own shit up. And I was like, okay, bet. So I went upstairs to my little room and I threw like my Discman, this is how long ago this was, and my CDs and like 3 cartons of cigarettes into my backpack and snuck around the little guard station and made a bolt for the door because they had to buzz you in and out. When somebody got buzzed out, as soon as the door opened, I ran right past them. And so they're running after me, right? And then I see COs coming from the other direction from the jail. Like their response time was impeccable. And I'm running and I run through a parking lot. And to get in the parking lot, you have to jump over these shrubs that are about yay high. But there's a little tree with some landscaping wire running. And Deputy White, a guy I genuinely like, right behind me, jumps and his foot hits the landscaping wire and he goes, and I'm like, I stopped and I'm like, Deputy White, are you okay? He goes, just stop, delay. And I'm like, no. And I fucking start running. I get to the other side of the parking lot and cop cars are pulling up, opening the door, raining down on me. And I just throw my backpack in the air and I'm like, I'm just playing. Let's go back to jail. And I get down, right? And they put my hands behind my back. They cuff me up. One CO has his boot on the back of my head, pushing my face into the pavement as hard as he can. And like 6 of them just boot mosh the shit out of me, bro. Just kick the shit out of me. Meanwhile, there's witnesses because this is out right in front of like this restaurant. And they're just boot moshing the shit out of me in front of all these civilians who are like, oh, they're like gasted, bro. And they take me and throw me in the hole. And they come to me at like, it's hard to tell the time in the hole, but to me, it felt like 4 a.m. I also probably had a really bad concussion. And they're like, hey, if you sign this, we won't press charges for escape. And that's 5 years in prison. And I'm like, so I can go home? And they're like, yeah, sure. Okay, you can go home. And I'm like, what does this say? I can't even read. I'm so fucked up, bro. They fucked me up. And they're like, it just says that you're not going to.
What is it, Rich? If I'm chasing you and ass whooping's coming with me?
Yeah, dude. No, I'm not blaming them. Like, I deserve to have my ass whooped for that. And a cop got hurt, bro. Yeah. A cop got hurt. I didn't physically touch him, but a cop got hurt because of my actions. I deserved an ass whooping. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying it's hard to read, you know? So, like, they're like, it says that you're not going to sue us or try to press charges for excessive force. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I signed this shit and I'm like, can I pack up and go home? They're like, no, stupid. You're going to stay here in the hole until we take you to Portland to go face those charges. And I was like, shucks.
I just like,
I thought I was going to go home.
I'm going to make it on foot. I'm sure I will run as far as I can on foot.
Your planning wasn't very good.
No, dude, no. I said I was a career criminal. I didn't say I was good at it.
When that door opens,
I can make a run for it. Where am I going? I haven't thought about that yet.
And it's funny because when I went to prison in Oregon, it was after that, and they still let me go on outside work crews. So I go from being in a maximum security prison where I'm sleeping with a tiny shank under my pillow and shit, and like I'm ready to flush that bitch if I hear the doors crack and it's a CO there, so I don't get a 3 to 5 year charge for having a blade. And then they move me to a minimum. And the day after they move me there, they're dropping me off in a park with a chainsaw. And I'm like,
That's a change.
Vroom, 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 bitches. I love chainsaws. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I'm like, I got a big girl that can drop off tobacco and liquor in these bushes for me so that we could get drunk while we're out here and smoke lots of cigarettes. I was like, this is great. But it was like a culture shock. But they let me go on the outside work crews with that on my record. But when I got to Florida, I was just in a county jail and they had work crews that were going out, and I applied and they were like, no, you're denied. And I'm like, why the fuck am I denied, bro? Like, and they're like, oh, you had an escape. And I'm like, no, I signed a paper. They're like, F you. I'm like, fuck. God damn it.
You running around with a chainsaw is just like doing that reminds me of like giving like a 17, 18-year-old brand new private like any sort of equipment to like, hey, go mow the lawn over there. Here's a chainsaw to cut down some branches. And they're like, oh! You're like, no, private.
Well, I've worked for tree services and shit. I know how to run a wood chipper or a chainsaw. But did I tell you guys the last time I was here? Did I tell you guys the story about how we made a dude stuff a dead bird's head in his
I'm drawing the blank.
I don't believe I've heard this story before.
I'm on that work crew and we're working in parks, and there was one dude on the work crew that we didn't like because he was a snitch. Mm-hmm. And so nobody fucked with him, nobody trusted him. But I had a big girl that was dropping off tobacco and alcohol in the bushes, and then we would pack it up. Like me and the Southsider Leto, we would pack it up into, plugs for everybody else to stick up their ass and bring back into the institution inside themselves. And then they would get in there and they would open it up and they would split it in half. They got to keep half of everything they brought in their ass. We got the other half, so that we were in there smoking the whole time that we're there. Yeah. And selling cigarettes for canteen. We had multiple people's boxes full of food and shit like that. We were balling out on tobacco. Tobacco was my hustle in prison. So this dude that's a snitch he knows we're doing some shit, but we're not telling him. And he keeps begging. He's like, please let me in. I really like cigarettes. I really want to smoke. And finally Leto one day is like, hey, I found a dead bird. And I'm like, okay. He's like, let's make him put this up his ass. I'm like, dog, that thing's too big. He's like, I'll cut its head off. So he uses pruning shears to cut its head off. And he fucking...
I'm just imagining Petey from Dumb and Dumber.
The tape.
What'd you do with Petey? I took care of it. Pretty bird.
Pretty bird.
The head falls off and it's up your buddy's ass or that dude's ass.
So he wraps it up in 2 sandwich bags, just like we would with tobacco, and then takes the finger of a glove, wraps it around, takes another finger, wraps it around the other side, ties it up tight, takes it to the dude and tells him, look, you got to give us half when you get back in the institution or we'll never fuck with you again, right? And we're all on the same unit. So we get back to the unit and he goes to the bathrooms and everybody's like standing outside the stall just listening. We're all just like enthralled. We're like, yes, this dude's got a dead bird in his ass.
He's going to give birth to a bird.
Bro screamed. I will never forget his scream. I cannot hit that pitch, dog. He screamed like a full-on female and freaked out. We hear the toilet flush. He steps out and Leto's like, where's our half, bro? And he's like, fuck you guys, these are pieces of shit. We ended up getting him kicked off the work crew too. It was cool.
I mean, prison
What
life
is
is
that?
a little different than I'm used to.
Well, no, it almost sounds like barracks type shit. It's like, we're going to make this dude do this shit.
Yeah.
It's like he's got crabs. We're going to make him light half his pubes on fire. And
Oh, does that get rid of crabs?
It gets
Anybody
rid
got
of
a
the
big
ones that are
lighter?
burnt.
Dude, prison's wild.
dude, prison sounds just like barracks life, though.
I mean, prison is terrible and it's
but a
stupid,
little
and
different.
I hate to admit it on the internet. I always try to let people know how degrading and disgusting it is and how it's your own fault and how you're leaving your family hanging. Like literally you're leaving your family hanging. You're damaging your family. Like you're damaging your community. It's not a rite of passage. It doesn't make you a man. It means you were a fucking scumbag and you were sloppy enough to get caught. But the part I don't talk about on the internet, because I'm not trying to encourage motherfuckers to do shit, is it's also kind of fun and hilarious sometimes. It'll be like 90% boredom and then there'll be like 8% fun and then 2% extreme violence. So, I mean,
sounds exactly like barracks life.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just like boot camp barracks life.
God, man, it's fucking wild to me. I'm like, that sounds terrible. All of it. It's like the Japanese prisons when you read how they operate. They are perfectly clean. No one's out of line, and they have the most simple punishment when you fuck up or do anything.
No birds and buttholes?
No birds and buttholes.
Tell me what's the
punishment?
simple punishment? Yeah.
Oh, so they are very strict. So you have to keep your cell and everything you do extremely organized. Like your shoes go into place. Everything goes into place, and it has to be there every time a CO comes by, talks to you, anything. And you get in line. You walk in that perfect line, and they do not deviate from those lines. And when they talk about, oh, why does everyone behave so well? It's like, oh, well, if they fuck up, or let's say their shoes are out of place, or even a pencil is not in the right place, they have to self-reflect. It's like, okay, well, what's that mean? Oh, well, you just have to sit in the, traditional like samurai on your knees. This. Oh, well, you sit there for, it can be 1 week to a month.
oh, fuck me.
That's it. You are expected from when you rise till you go to bed to sit, and you cannot get up on your knees in that position and stare at the wall. And they don't give you a time frame. It starts at a week, and then it can go to a month and even further. They're like, so, yeah.
Wait, what do they do if they don't?
Oh, do you know how their executions work even?
I've seen like a thing where it's like a guy in a room and they go in and behead somebody. I don't know.
It's a hanging, but they don't they don't even tell you when you get executed. That's another thing. If you're on what is it?
Death row.
Death row. There is no telling you the date, the time. It is they will just come in your room and be like, and walk you to the little hanging room, and you just hang, and then they leave. It's wild when you see how they operate their system. It's like, whoa.
So what if you don't reflect, they hang you?
Let's see what happens.
Right, because like if you're like, get my shoes are off, and they're like, you need to reflect for a week, and you're like, fuck you, I'm not going to.
What's that movie with Jared Leto? Where he's a World War II veteran. Do you know what I'm talking about, Eli? He like Jared Leto.
What happens? Does he become something afterwards?
Yeah. He becomes like a gangster. He's like becomes Yakuza afterwards.
No.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like he stays in Japan and ends up becoming like a Yakuza.
Yeah, he ends up like killing one of his former dudes that he worked with, like one of the officers that he worked with.
I need to watch that one. I don't think I've seen that one.
Dude, you're so heavy into like Japanese stuff and you haven't seen that one?
No.
It's fucking cool.
Is it a cool movie?
It's actually is a cool
Jared,
movie.
you say Leto, I say Leto. Jared Leto is a
Leto.
Whatever. He's good as a secondary character because he plays a person you can hate very well. But
yeah.
I'm hesitant to watch him in a movie where he's the main character just because he can't carry a movie on its own. Morbius. And yeah.
It's a fucking cool movie. What is that movie with Jared Leto?
The Outsider.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah, because he's
white and he's in Japan.
Yeah, because he's the outsider. Yeah.
Good job, show.
So if
way to take the reins from Savannah,
when
doesn't know what she's doing, typing in shit in Bing, probably.
Have you seen that, JD?
I haven't.
The Outsider with Jared Leto?
I say Leto. I don't know.
I had a bad experience with him, so I just sort of wrote him off.
Tell me more about your
Wait, what the
experience
fuck?
with Jared Leto.
Yeah,
No,
what's
it
happening,
wasn't
buddy?
even necessarily my bad experience. It was a young girl's bad experience that I knew when he came through and did the Prefontaine movie in Eugene, Oregon. He did one of my friends really dirty, and kicked her out of a hotel room without her clothes, and she narrowly escaped without getting assaulted. So I just, from then on out, I was like, fuck Jared Leto, you know?
Well, that
And
was a
then all this-
random story.
Then
So
all this stuff-
allegedly,
allegedly,
she gets kicked out of a room with Jared. Jared's like, "You're not getting your clothes, bitch. Fuck you."
Yeah, he
And-
wanted to go farther than she wanted to go. And
Blood sacrifice, likely. He's a demon.
I mean, and now it makes a lot of sense, all these allegations that are coming out, because it's something that...
Oh, are there allegations on Leto
dude,
now?
there's so many allegations right now.
He's
like,
weird.
bro, he had that weird island thing. Anytime a rich white dude has an island and he did this like cult experience, you can come be in Jared Leto's cult and everybody's wearing white robes and
Shia
shit
LaBeouf
like that.
did a similar thing with his acting classes.
Yeah. So it was like this Leto fucking island experience. I just don't trust white people that own islands at this point, bro.
Yeah. Wait, Shia LaBeouf did some fucking
Shia
crazy
LaBeouf,
shit?
I knew a guy that was an actor, is still an actor, and Shia LaBeouf was having some sort of acting class thing going on, and it wasn't a cult, but it was ran very cultish. So these people paid money to get trained by Shia LaBeouf, and it was like this acting course. And Shia LaBeouf would, teach them how to act. There was the normalcies of acting, right? But surrounding the acting and in between, he would be like extremely manipulative to them and like talk down to them and try to get them to submit to his like knowledge power or whatever. And the guy that I knew was like 6'6" and not small. And Shia LaBeouf isn't that tall. And, Shia LaBeouf was like, fuck you, you want to blah, blah, blah. Is like trying to like intimidate him. And he's just like,
Years
okay,
ago?
okay, little fella.
Was this years ago?
Yeah, it was years ago. This is an old story about
Yeah,
Shia.
that's why. Sir, I think
like 6 years plus.
there was a period. I know John Berthol's the one that like gave him a reality check, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that the Punisher?
Yeah, that he was like, "Hey, you're being a piece of shit. You
Well,
need
bro,
to fix this shit."
Like during the Brad Pitt movie?
Fury.
Yeah.
Was it during Fury, babe? Do you
Oh,
remember
that's
that?
when they were all together.
Yeah,
Shy, him, Brad Pitt, and the other guy that survived Fury.
I know
the
he
movie.
helped him later, and then he had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
And that's when Shia LaBeouf also talks about like being a piece of shit. He was like, "Yeah, I had an ego, my
Yeah.
childhood, blah blah blah. I started taking accountability for shit."
Well,
but that was
you guys know Tom Hardy is terrified of Shia LaBeouf, and Tom Hardy's a big dude, and he plays badasses. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he afraid of Shia LaBeouf?
So they did that movie Lawless that was about the
Yeah.
Bondurant brothers.
Yeah.
And I guess Shia LaBeouf flipped out on him and came very close to attacking him. And Tom Hardy is just like, I don't fuck with that dude. That dude freaks me out. I don't fuck with that dude. He's like, I'll never be in another room with that dude. I don't fuck. Like we finished the movie, and outside of filming our scenes, I was not around him. I don't want him anywhere around me. He scares me. And I was like watching this interview of this dude who's like plays badass. Like, you're f***ing Bane, bro. You're not allowed to be afraid of little men. What the
He's
fuck?
also like a BJJ like
Yeah.
black belt or
Yeah,
purple
he's
belt.
a-
He's
he's a
very
monster.
good.
Yeah.
I think he's
Monster
a brown belt.
He's
now.
brown. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
He fights a lot.
What is that new
Oh,
show?
Bernthal. That's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Like I would think the
Oh, see that one? Yeah. Drop that one.
Crazy. He's been doing it to me for the last 2 days straight. And I've been letting him slide. He's been dropping all these names. I had to do at least one.
Let me tell you, that was comedy perfection because I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it, and you started looking over, and we both just looked over. That was perfect.
I just thought you were looking at my dick again, bro.
Not again.
Also, fuck all of you.
Yeah! We love you, Cody.
That was perfect timing. The two of us just.
So good.
What is that new show that fucking Tom is in? That's the British gangster show. Have you guys watched
Yeah, with
that?
Pierce Brosnan and
Yeah, if you guys haven't
Gentlemen?
watched that, watch that filming shit.
Yeah,
The
it's
Gentleman.
The gentleman. Yeah.
I haven't watched it. I should watch it.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one. Oh, just real quick. So, consequences for breaking rules. Prisoners may lose visitation rights, personal belongings, access to the prison store, and work assignments. Serious or repeated infractions lead to placement in a punishment cell.
Is that Japan?
Yeah. I don't know what a punishment cell is.
Well, it's
They
like the
just say-
hole, bro. It's solitary.
You eat the fish heads
But they call it the punishment hole, and this is harsh conditions and limited contact.
Be like, you got to go watch The Outsider.
Tony
Yeah,
knows
I
a
got
lot
you.
about the punishment
It's
hole.
cool.
That one, and it's after World War II.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch that one.
So he's a soldier that gets arrested in Japan, and it's kind of cool.
I'll watch that one later. Babe, put it on the list.
When you are in like boot camp or the army, like whatever the case may be, what are the punishments if you fuck up there? Do they have shit like solitary confinement? Do they have shit like loss of privilege?
If you
There's
go
lots
to
of
jail,
privileges.
your Article 15s, you'll get punished. You have like 7-day, 14-day, and 30 to 60-day, right?
So what is it? What does it
45.
entail when you get LOP? Do they call it LOP? Loss of privilege?
No.
Because in prison, so they have different
You
tiers.
have jail, Army jail, which is you fucked up.
Yeah, Army jail's a
Yeah,
bad
but
time.
that's actually
Army jail is a very
Is that
bad
if you
time.
actually break a law?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's,
That's
Big
not
Rock
just-
to Big Rock to Little Rock. You
Yeah.
are doing manual labor.
Yeah. So like in prison, there's different procedures that you could do like outside of solitary confinement. Solitary confinement fucking blows, bro. It f***ing sucks, but it's absolutely necessary because there are genuinely evil people in there doing genuinely evil shit. So like, I'm not complaining. I went to solitary multiple times. I deserved it every time. Accountability, yada, yada, yada. But like they also have, if it's a lower level infraction, they give you loss of privilege. They call it LOP. And that you have to sit on your bunk. And you can only leave your bunk if you have to go to the bathroom or if you're going to a call out where they have you like going to an appointment or if you are going to chow. Other than that, you're sitting on your bunk the entire time. If you're in a dorm, you're in your cell the entire time. If you're in a cell block type situation,
God, time would go so slow.
it does go super slow. I've done a little bit of time on LOP for sure. And so sometimes they'll do like a step down where you do like, 4 months in the hole and then you do 3 months on LOP afterwards. And so you're like, it feels like absolute freedom. You're like, I'm not in a solitary confinement. I'm in a normal cell and I'm allowed to have my top ramen and read books that aren't the Bible. This is the best thing ever, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine spending months at a time in just a cement room with a bed and a toilet that has a sink on top, and all you can read is the Bible, and they bring you like the old King James, and you're like, fuck.
Ooh, another good movie. Count of Monte Cristo.
Oh yeah, that's great. It's one of my favorite books.
Yeah, it's solid
You
movie.
read?
Fantastic book, and also
We read.
Nice.
A good movie. It's one of my. That is such a good movie. We need to
it's
watch
really
that
cool.
one again. That's
The
fucking-
not the like the old
Actually,
one's
Henry
really
Cavill.
good. Yeah, Henry
Baby
Cavill.
Henry Cavill's in it.
Young
Is
Henry
he?
Cavill, yeah.
He's the son.
Really?
Yeah.
The bastard son that
Yeah.
ends up like
Being his like the prisoner's son for the. It's his son, the main character's son, that had out of
Yeah,
wedlock.
it's Henry Cavill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
she
little,
had
little
the-
H.
yeah she what's his woman's name? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on it. It's been a couple years since I've last read it. Not Valentine.
You've seen the movie though.
Well, I've read the book. I've read the book several times. I haven't seen the movie.
Yep,
but
yep.
he plays
Little H is in it.
He plays
Little H.
oh my gosh, he plays the Count of Monte Cristo's lover, his love's son, right? From the marriage that
Yeah.
happened after he was sent away from the bastard, the asshole that sent him away to prison to get rid of him so that he can marry the girl. Okay, yeah. At the end of the book, he's basically just, hey, go on a ship and figure your life out like I did. Come back and maybe you can have some money.
But yeah, he spends. What made me think of that is like JD was talking about being in like solitary confinement. In the movie, I think he spends 10 years with nothing in his cell.
The Count? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he meets the guy in the cell next to him. His
Yeah.
cellie.
Yeah, because the cellie goes to the wrong hole. He's like, oh,
Fuck, man.
I've gone to the
'Cause
wrong hole.
Yeah, his cellie was trying to
Tony.
His cellie was trying to tunnel out the other way, and he accidentally ends up in his cell. And so he's freaked out. He's like, "What the fuck?" This dude just tunnels up through his cell.
old guy.
Yeah, but he spent it was 10 to 15 years there just looking at a wall, like with nothing.
Then they start teaching him reading, writing, how to fight, all that shit.
It's such a good movie, man.
I
It's
did watch
such an
that.
underrated movie that no one watches anymore.
In the book, it's the Count of Monte Cristo actually meets the guy that teaches him what to do because they like talk through like a hole in the wall. Like there's like a hole and they like start talking after a while. He's like, they're both basically political prisoners for no reason. And then the Count, who's not the Count at the time, but he digs through the wall or digs another hole to get to his buddy's adjoining cell. Then he teaches him everything. During that time, he assists him in burrowing out. But then what ends up happening is he has like a big seizure, and he's just like, I'm not for this world. Like, they're gonna kill me. Like, I'm gonna die. Figure it out, bud. Try to save yourself. He's like, okay. So
use the body.
He dies, in the Count's arms. The Count's like, fuck, my friend. But then it's also like, I can use this. And then they take the guy, they put him in like shiplap and then like tie it up, and they're just gonna throw him off the fucking rock island. And
he pretends like he's the
corpse.
The dead
he
guy.
changes himself with the corpse and throws the corpse in his room and gets thrown off, and then makes his
that's
millions
still-
and billions of dollars.
That's still like the movie then, because that's still how that happens.
One of my favorite parts of the book is the Count of Monte Cristo was just like, how long is the travel to so-and-so's place? A day and a half, then I shall take my slumber pills. And and like it's described as he pulls out a sapphire that's like bigger than his palm that he had hollowed out, that he just like flicks an opening for it, and there's a bunch of sleeping pills in it. So the Count's like so loaded, he's like, a sapphire the size of a golf ball? Hollow it out. Just carve it out so I can put my pills in it.
I mean, he's in that movie when he buys the fucking estate.
Yeah.
He walks up, he's like,
that's a cool
this is
scene.
not for sale. He's like, man, it's a one treasure chest out of like 15. The guy's like, okay, it's yours. And then he comes in on a balloon.
Yeah.
In the movie?
Yeah. He comes in a hot air balloon. Yeah.
What kills me is everyone the entire movie. Like, he keeps talking to people, and they're like, how do you know this? He's like, well, Napoleon told me that.
Yeah.
Napoleon Bonaparte told you that? He's like, yeah. And no one believes him the entire time. He's like, no, that actually fucking happened.
God, it's
So he
That's
was
cool.
Napoleon.
name dropping Napoleon. Oh no!
Name dropping Napoleon
The
over
Count of
here.
Monte Cristo dropping Napoleon.
I might know a dude or
So
two.
that actually holds up, because even today they talk through vents in the wall.
Yeah.
In there. That's what's happening right now to Brian Koberger. He's in solitary confinement, but everyone around
Brian
him,
Koberger?
the dude who killed those 4 college students in Idaho.
Oh, that ass.
He broke into a house, a sorority house.
Oh, yep,
and
okay.
murdered these little girls while they were fucking asleep.
It's 3
And-
girls
three
and
girls
one of the
and a
girls'
dude.
boyfriend.
Yeah, and so he thought he was some genius, like master level dude. Nobody has any idea why he chose them as victims. He refused to tell anybody,
was a
give
fucking-
anybody. He's just a weird, narcissistic, crazy dude. Like all these bitches on the internet be like, my ex is a narcissist. You wouldn't be on the internet saying that if he was, because he'd kill you. Calm down, Becky. But this dude's like that real life dude, and he's a tiny man inside.
I thought he
Like,
was tall. I thought he was tall.
No, but I mean on the inside.
Oh, like he's small on the inside.
Bro,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
those victim impact panels with the families of those girls, particularly the sister and the mom, like that sister must be a fucking therapist or a psychologist, because the things she said to that dude, like she did a psychological workup on this dude and just degraded him in the most effective shit I've ever seen in a courtroom. I was gasping. I was like, yes, get him.
Question for you. How do they treat someone like that in prison?
They
Because
hate them, bro. They're torturing him right now. They can't get to him physically. So
Yeah.
they're through the vents. They're keeping him up all hours of the night. They're literally, people are working shifts to keep him up, and they're telling him what's going to happen to him. They're telling him, as soon as we can get our hands on you, we're going to fucking you with a splintered broomstick. We're going to fucking stab you. We're going to kill you. And they're mentally and psychologically torturing him, which is what you do when you can't get your hands on a person. I was in the hole for a while, and they put me next to a child, and I had literally nothing to do. So I made it my life's mission to try to get this dude to hang it up. I wanted him to Epstein, right? So
He tried to influence him.
I'm doing like,
it was influencing.
I'm doing like little kids' voices at him and shit. Like, why'd you take my childhood away? Like just nonstop, 24/7, going at this dude through the vents, fucking this dude up, bro. And then eventually I got to where like, I'm like, what's going to happen when you get out of here, man? Like it's going to be bad. Like, look, I'm being a friend here. You should just end it, bro. You should just end it. And he tried and fucked it up. And the guards, the COs found him trying, and they took him to a butt naked cell for 72 hours. All they do if you go to a guard in there, a CO, and you tell them, man, I'm just having this ideation and I'm really struggling mentally. I really need some help. They're like, cool, we got you, cuff up. And they take you to a cell where they strip you butt naked and there's nothing in your cell except a camera pointing at you. And they keep you there for observation for 3 days. And then they're like, okay, cool, you're better. And they brought him right back to the cell next to me again. I was like, lit, I'm gonna get right back to it.
Dude, you know what that makes me think of? Have you watched the Matthew McConaughey True Detective?
Yeah.
Remember he's talking to the woman, he's like, you should just yourself.
Yeah.
Like, the first opportunity you have, just yourself.
You do a great Matthew McConaughey.
Do you guys know how to talk like Matthew McConaughey?
No, dude. Do I need benzos?
Okay, so you don't touch your teeth with your tongue.
You don't touch
You
your
should
teeth.
just yourself.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just heard you do that, and I was like, wait.
Don't
I did like
touch
a
your
soft,
teeth to your tongue.
I did a soft,
All
I did a
right.
soft country accent,
All
and
right,
then,
all right, all
and then
I
I didn't
keep
touch
getting
my
older
teeth
and
with
they
my
just
tongue.
stay the same age.
You should just yourself.
I started watching that. That's the one with
pretty
Woody
good.
Harrelson, right?
What's up?
That's McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, right?
Yeah.
I
The
started
first
watching
season
that
is
and got diverted,
amazing.
man.
Oh, watch that the first season. Skip the second season.
Skip all of them. You said last time. You said just the first one was good. And
The first one's
then
amazing.
the female one was okay, but the other two fell way short.
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey's character reminds me of you, kind of in that first one.
Well, all right.
He just drinks the beer, and it's all. Oh, I can't say anything because you haven't watched it.
Yeah, you
Fucking
should,
yeah.
so-
you'll binge watch it. It's very good.
It's
I'm on
incredible.
There's a couple
on it.
ones we need to watch.
Do you know who taught me how to do the Matthew McConaughey voice? It was a congressman that taught me how to
What was
do
the
that.
name?
You guys are assholes.
I still haven't caught up to you doing it to me yet, but I'm an asshole. What's his name? Tony. We can name drop Tony without doing that to each
Cody's
other,
like,
right?
this is why I'm not talking right now.
Everyone's like, why doesn't Cody talk? This is exactly why.
I bully Ethan 10 times more than you get bullied on this thing. And
It's
Ethan
true.
doesn't shut the fuck up. So you can absolutely talk more. It's
So-
just a mind over matter thing.
So I'm not making this claim myself, but sources have said that Tony actually has a prolapsed anus that looks like a fucking meat sock, bro. And that he can actually golf with it, that it hangs so low. Like, I'm not sure if that's true. Sources have revealed.
Sources have said that his prolapsed anus looks like a carp's mouth.
Yeah.
Don't
then he
make
can-
the face, please.
he
Don't
can
do
actually
that
play
after
18
saying a
holes of
carp's
golf
mouth.
with it.
That made it way worse. Richard's like, a carp's mouth.
Yeah, just imagine a carp's mouth like extending like intestine and then picking up a golf ball and then like swallowing it up into the...
Yeah.
Like
he calls it his little rose.
Oh, God.
That's why I can't drink 4 roses.
That's the reason.
Yeah, I went to a scary mirror thing at a carnival and Tony pulled down his pants and I saw 4 roses.
Hey, speaking of which, have you guys ever looked at your own assholes?
As very little as possible.
But have you ever seen it? I realized that's the one part of my body I'd never seen is my gooch and my asshole. So
we literally just talked about it's like the worst
Did
thing
you-
to. Last episode we started it with being the worst thing to look at possible.
Yeah, it is,
Nice.
it is the worst of God's creation is a man's butthole.
I looked at my own, bro. I literally I put a mirror on the floor and I
Heard this before.
Popped to the squat. I got the right angle. Don't ever do that, by the way. I've not been the same man since.
Yeah,
It's not a good thing.
God, this is okay.
I didn't realize you
If
guys
you-
had just talked about this. No, I was just speaking for personal experience.
If you bend over and look at it, like spread your cheeks and look at it from like in the bathroom mirror, you'll get an idea of what it's like to be Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah. Or a
You'll be
correctional
like,
officer.
I've told this story before, I think.
Guys, The Count of Monte Cristo is a great movie.
Thank you. Thank you.
There could be assholes in it too.
Whoa.
Well, okay, so I went to this is a couple of years ago. I went to Scare Ride, and he went to the restaurant. I was like, surprise, autistic kid. So I went to the bedroom, and I was like, I'll cover myself up in a sheet, and I'll he made a mess. So I like covered myself in the sheet, and I hear him walk in the room. He's like, okay, I'll wait for the tablet to turn on, and then I'll and I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, I think he came. Maybe he didn't come in. I swore I heard him walk in. No tablet though. Huh. And I go like this, and I like lift my sheet up. I'm like, what? And he has pulled the mirror out. No, it was his tablet, and he had the camera on reverse, and he was squatting over it looking at his butthole. I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, why are you in here? No shame. I was like, what are you? No, huh? Not turning the table. What are you doing? He's like, making sure my butthole is clean. It's like, Daddy can't be mad at that. I was like,
no, that's proper hygiene, I guess.
Are you done? I was like, are you done? Are you done? I was like,
I learned it on Roblox.
Leave now, brother. And walked out of the room. I love him so much.
I did not need to know about your cleaning ritual.
Nope, I did not.
But I also didn't have to break into your room to try and scare you.
It's kind of a wash right there. I feel like.
Quid pro quo, Batman.
Dude, my mom caught my brother trying to fart on a candle one time. Just like,
okay.
She walked into a room and like he had a candle up to his right up to his asshole. He was probably like 11.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Trying to solder this thing closed, Mom.
Trying to get that fire. I think on that note, Cody, you can close us out.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining the Unsubscribed podcast. I was joined today by Eli Doubletap, Angry Cops, JD Delay, myself, Donut Operator. Thank you guys for hanging out.
We love you.
It's all very sexual, Tony.
Fuck you, Tony. Fuck you.